Good evening, all you West Ham fans around the world, wherever you are in time and space. Here we are going to be having a watch along for the game at the Carabao Cup third round against Hull City at the London Stadium. Tonight, I'm ably joined by our man, Anton. Come in, Anton. There we go. Hello,
good
mate.
evening, Alf. Yes, good, mate.
And our other mate down there, it's going to be Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hi, boys.
By the power of Grayskull, these two fine fellows have joined me tonight. So, look, we're going to have a bit of fun with this, bit of a watch along. Not many fans can watch this. The EFL with the Carabao Cup have decided that they're only going to stream the game for a tenner. So you have to get over to their website if you want to get the stream. But some late changes to the lineup tonight. So, and tell us about that.
Well, so West Ham actually put some news out, obviously the hour before kickoff, saying that this was going to be the starting lineup, and we had prepared the show based upon this lineup. So, I mean, I was quite excited by this lineup, if I'm being brutally honest. I think we all were.
Yeah.
To then find that the club had put out a last-minute few changes, and they sent out this tweet to the fans saying there have been some late changes to our lineup. Issa Diop, Josh Collin will be replaced by Harrison Ashby and Jack Wilshere in the starting 11. David Martin is now named amongst the substitutes. So Diop and Cullen drop out. Ashby and Wilshere jump into that starting 11. But for me, Alf, the player I'm really excited about, and I'm so glad he's starting. And in actual fact, the fact that Diop's not playing puts him right into his position, which is centre back, is Alessi.
Yeah. Matt, tell us a little bit about Alessi. Why is he such a hot prospect for us?
I'll be honest, I didn't know much about him. Did he spend last year on loan at Accrington Stanley?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. And when he went out on loan, we sent him out on loan because he hadn't really filled out. He hadn't really bulked up for what you need for a centre back. He was tall, but he was a bit more lanky rather than what you need for a centre back. But apparently, he went out on loan, done quite well, and he come back filled out in the shape that we need. Yeah. And obviously, then pre-season, I believe, did he play with Balbuena in pre-season?
Yeah, against
the pre-season game. Yeah, and he played really well. So. Already, it's a young prospect coming through that we're actually seeing progressing, and it's nice to see, that we're actually starting to create some players again, because we had a lull where no one was really cutting through and getting any chances.
But is this the Moyes effect as well? He made no secret of it. He said that he wanted to promote the younger players from the under 23s, and he wanted to buy championship style players as well. Is this the Moyes effect we're really seeing now?
Well, it is, because he's done what obviously Man United I'm not quite sure about, but I know at Everton one of his things was you either find bargains in the lower leagues or abroad, or you bring through the academy, and he done that quite a lot at Everton. And maybe this is half the Moyes effect, half the David Sullivan effect of you're not getting a lot of money to spend, so you're gonna have to be quite fruitful with your money. And he's gone, well, I've got this kid in the academy, I've given him a go. He's getting good reviews back. Let's give him a go. I mean, it's another step up tonight. Yeah, but he's not the only one, though, is he, Matt? He's not the only one who's actually put in there or in the squad. I mean, if you can flash up the match day squad again, for us. Johnson obviously is in there. I mean, he's made a handful of appearances now. Les is there. Ashby has come out right back. I believe Ashby would be in there, won't he? I mean, he came on as sub the other day, didn't he? Last week in the game last week.
He really does look quite lively. I mean, albeit he got such a short run out, but we were watching the game, weren't we, Alf, on the match day live? And when he came on, him and Coventry wasn't it, came on at the same time?
Coventry I thought had a really good time when he came on.
And Ashby, I mean, he looked lively down the wing. He looked like he can get forward really fast. He looks like he's got a bit of pace. He also looks like he can track back. But I just want to quickly go on to Alessi, because I never got my chance to be so buzzing about him, because I'm not joking you after watching
Matt, let's just I'm sorry, please tell the West Ham world about Alessi. Come on. Why
after watching the Ipswich game, albeit yes, it was a pre-season friendly, he looked like the season pro. Out of the two pairings between him and Balbuena, he 100% looked like the season pro. He was completely bossing that whole back line. He was in complete and utter control for such a young lad. Now, when I say that, I'm talking like he was, no word of a lie, levels above everybody else in that defence. And in actual fact, he made the positive impact that we were looking for in that defence. He was calm, he was collected. Every time he gained the ball, it's like he got very, very good spatial awareness. He had the ability to look up, look ahead of him. And the other thing is he can ping a fucking amazing ball across, like 50, 60 yards across the park. He was finding each of the midfielders, each of the attacking players. He nearly set up Haller for a few goals. He actually contributed to Diangana's assists. You know, if it wasn't for Alessi setting them up, Diangana wouldn't have got the 3 assists that he did in that game. So I'm excited, like what Matt said about the youth prospects coming through. I'm really excited about Alessi, probably more so because I think centre-back is the position we desperately need to strengthen up in.
Yeah. Look, we've all been calling for a change in our defence or a strengthening up of our defence. You know, look, these are. This is why I've always been. I suppose all the whole fan base wants a good cup run as well, because not only is it good for morale, it's good for momentum, but it's good to test out these other players that you think, well, do you know what? It's too risky to put them in a Premier League game or one of high importance. Look, we've had 2 games in the Premier League. It's still early doors, of course it is. But the first game, I was worried. The second game against Arsenal, I thought we played really well. And I think if it wasn't for the Moyes lack of substitutions and a bit of fatigue setting in, and I could see it coming that they were going to nick something, you know, we could have come away with a draw, possibly even a win there. So we were unlucky there with that result. And I think Moyes is, you know, he's finding his feet with this squad. These are perfect opportunities to experiment a little bit. But should we be worried about a whole city? Matt, let us know.
I'm just bringing up the whole lineup here. I mean, me and Ant went through it last night, and I feel quite bad for him because Ant did this big thing, bigging up Wilkes, you know, their main centre forward.
Yeah.
And I joined in and said about Honeyman, who, you know, they signed from Sunderland, and they're both sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
So is that whole rotating, or is that whole already saying they're saving their best players for the weekend? They're not really interested. I can't really tell. I mean, these days you can't really go on, you know, the old school 1 to 11.
No.
But there's a lot of higher names. I mean, they've got McGuinness up front, who used to play for Charlton.
Yeah.
So, you know, but it does look like they may have rotated a bit.
I mean, they've got a couple of old boys in there, haven't they? West Ham boys in there, haven't they? Who am I looking at?
Reece Burke on the bench.
Hold on.
Samuelson.
Sorry, who was the other one? Reece Burke and
Martin Samuelson. Yeah.
It was just those two. Is that I can't really see it. I need my glasses. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm getting old. I need my glasses. I can't really see it very well. Look, I mean, the thing is that they played a couple of teams. They played Leeds in the last round. They beat them on penalties, but Leeds put out a full second-tier team. I think they put out the youngsters, didn't they? So they didn't really, you know, obviously went to penalties. I mean, I don't think we should be that worried about Hull tonight. This is our second-tier team, let's say, but we've got some really good players in there. And if they play anywhere near what they played last week or at the weekend, I think this is going to be a shoo-in for us. I really do.
Bold, brave words there.
Wherever you are watching, thank you for joining us. I am monitoring the comments, but I am keeping an eye. So thanks very much to everybody. But let us know your score predictions as well. What you think? Okay, I was just about to say, let us know your predictions, but Ant beat me to it. Anyway, look, I think it's going to be, I'm going to go bold, 4-1 tonight, 4-1 to West Ham. Look at that. No, I'm going to change my mind, 4-0. 4-0. Right, Matt, what do you think for score prediction?
Score prediction. Last night I went for 3-0, and I'd probably stick with it, to be honest.
3-0.
I mean, they've made a couple of subs, and like you said, this is our second team, but like I said last night, obviously it's changed a little bit because he's brought a couple of the kids in.
Yeah.
But you could argue if they rolled out, especially the team we played last week, if you rolled that out in a Premier League game, you still look at it and go, well, they're Premier League players.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, I mean, they've got 150 million. Is that 150 million in that attack or something stupid I read last week?
Yeah, but we've always said this, Matt. We've always said that on paper, our players, our squad, we've got some really good players and we've got a bit of strength and depth. They just don't perform. Maybe now they will start performing. Look, they're coming in thick and fast now, the predictions. We're getting 3-0. From Lee. 3-1 from Pete. Fandangols are saying, lads, as if he's got some
interesting to know.
Walter saying 3-1 as well. Fandangols 3-1 tonight, he's saying as well. Look, everybody's going in the threes. I agree with you. But I disagree. Anton, what do you come on?
Yeah,
go bold or go home. Go on.
I can't remember what I said last night, and I'm hoping Matt can help me remember what I said.
I think you might have said 3-1.
I think I may have said 3-1. I think we will concede.
Look, JH in the comments right now. I'm going to put him up because this is it. I love this. I love his enthusiasm. 5-0. There we go. That's what we should be aiming for. All right, I didn't mean to do that. 5-0. Look, I'll put it up again. Brilliant. Nick Milner, 4-1. Look, that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
They just have the teams up on the screen. And they still have Cullen and Diop down to play.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting. Because I'm trying to work out, if you actually look at the sub bench we've got today, say barring, well, it was originally barring Bowen and Wilshere, they're all kids. But now with Wilshere moving forward, it's Bowen's the only first team player on the bench. It's all kids. So are they going to bring 2 more players in? Or are we going in 2 players light?
What do we think of the Wilshere inclusion in this game? Because obviously he hasn't really featured at all. I mean, he played a little bit in pre-season, and that's about it, really. He hasn't really done anything.
Is this his last chance? Is this last chance alone for Wilshere? Or is this them trying to put him in the shop window to show someone that he can still do a job?
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a position for him actually. In the current West Ham setup, especially if we're getting these young lads coming through. I don't know. I mean, who's going to take him on? That's the thing. Who's going to take him on?
Well, anyone that takes him will be the same way that we did with Roberto, and the same thing we've done with Winston Reid.
Yeah.
He'll probably go out on loan like Reid did, and we'll do what we've done for Hugo, and we'll do what we've done for Roberto, and we'll probably pay half his wages, if not more.
Yeah.
Because you said no one's going to be able to afford to take on his $100,000 a week. Even if he goes to like America, they're not going to pay him that much.
No.
He'll be lucky to go somewhere and get $30,000 a week. So we're going to have to pay, which is why there was rumours a couple of weeks back that they're going to try and pay him off. Try and buy him out at 40% of his contract or 50% of his contract.
So how old is he now, Wilshere? He's 20.
He's not. I don't think he's even 30 yet, is he?
No, is he? He's not that old, is he? So look, he's got a few more years in him if he can stay.
He's 28.
Fit. He's 28. Well, there we go. Young.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm going to need to leave. But I will be back on for just after kickoff. So I'll be back on soon. Thank you.
Okay. Cheers, Anton. Cheers. Right. Okay. Another 15 minutes then to kick off, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury. Matt, so you're thinking about a 3-1. What are your thoughts on our formation tonight?
I think this is Moyes' now. The only thing I think is this is like, I know he changed it for the Arsenal game. Yeah. And actually, funnily enough, I said in the preview I would change it for the Arsenal game. And I was going to say 5 at the back, but we never got onto it. But I think this is 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-5-1 formation he plays. I think that's Moyes'. I think that's the formation he's played at Everton. That's like his go-to.
Yeah.
2 guys sitting in front of the back 4, 1 guy playing behind a striker and wingers.
Yeah.
But it's good if that's the main formation he wants to play, then he needs to keep playing it. And even if he changes players, say, look, that's your position in this formation.
Yeah.
And it gives good consistency to the players, so they know what their job is if they come in. It's not like you're playing 5 different formations in training and then they come in and go, what's my job? Because we saw that under Bilic and a bit under Pellegrini, where sometimes they just play this random formation. And you'd watch the game, and the players don't know what they're doing on the pitch. You're like, they don't know.
Yeah,
I think it was it. Arsenal last year at home. We were 1-0 up, and he brought on Masuaku, and Masuaku did not know what he was doing.
Oh yeah, I was at that
He
game.
conceded, and he conceded 3 goals in like 10 minutes, and they all come past Masuaku.
Yeah.
Because he put him on, like the game against Arsenal last weekend. He put him on in front of him, but he didn't tell Masuaku whether he was playing as the fifth of the back five, making it a back five as a left back, or whether he was playing left mid. And Masuaku got caught in between. Yeah. And then they shipped 3 goals in. So the fact that he's sticking with the same formation, it gives repetition to the players of this is your job. Yeah. When you need to come in, you know where you're going to play. Whether it's left centre mid or right centre mid, you're playing centre mid. Whether it's a winger, you're playing on the wing. And I need you to impact the game in this way. So it gives good reputation, a solid foundation and base for the squad as a whole to know what we're doing. Yeah. It also gets you the most attackers in that you can get, realistically, because you've got almost like a front 4 and then 2 guys sitting in the middle of the pass in front of the back 4.
Look, leaving the Carabao Cup aside, just for one moment, do you have any concerns about this season? Do you think we are a team that will be struggling with relegation? Or do you think, actually, do you know what? Moyes might have this under control and the players might be playing a little bit better with a bit more structure. We could do well.
I can see us finishing about 13th. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think the first game of the season against Newcastle looked like a proper pre-season game for West Ham.
Yeah.
We didn't look fit. We didn't look at it. But then you see the game against Arsenal. He made a couple of tactical changes. I mean, really only made one change. He took Noble out and moved Masuaku into left mid. Yeah. Or in essentially formation we were playing today. And then it was like defensively come back and tuck in on the left. Yeah. Which Fornals has been doing the whole time anyway. We're getting going forward. And we've always said this, and it's not just us. The pundits will say it as well, that on paper that team's not that bad.
No, absolutely right.
The problem we have is that we're light. He can't play. Moyes has spent the last 2 weeks bigging up Haller and saying, I can't wait to play them together. Yeah. Well, unless they bring another centre forward, they can't play them together.
No, absolutely right. And this is what the whole fan base will largely know, but they'll also largely, jump on Haller's back and say, how bad he is and how, how lazy and everything. I question his work rate. Definitely. I question his ability to, get, you put in a shift. But there's no doubt that he is talent, and there's no doubt that we need to find a way to get the best out of Haller. And
I made the same sort of point before the Arsenal game, and I said I would have gone slightly different to what he played. I said I would have played 5 at the back, 3 in midfield, and 2 up front. I would have played Antonio with Haller. The thing is, is the difference between Haller and Antonio is Haller's a natural finisher, Antonio isn't. Yeah. You've seen that when sometimes Antonio will do an amazing bit of skill or bulldoze away past the defender. He does the hard bit and then gets the easy bit and he can't score. But you don't want
that. You say that. You've got to since the restart of last season, you've got to admit that Antonio has suddenly found his accuracy boots though. He is whenever he shoots, or most of the time now, whenever he shoots, it's actually going goalward bound. It's going.
Point in case I'd make was the Burnley game. They got that fluke goal off a shoulder, which a week later Palace got disallowed. As soon as he went down the other end, he went 1-on-1. Now, an actual finisher in a top Premier League team would just bury it. It was 1-on-1. It wasn't hard. Yeah. And he hit the post. Yeah. Game against Norwich. The game against Norwich, he scored 2 open goals and he missed a 1-on-1 and somehow bundled in the rebound. Yeah. That's not a natural centre forward.
No.
The difference is, if you have one up front, would you rather Antonio running down the wing to collect it for the midfielders running on, like, Souček, or would you rather Haller running down the wing to cross it to someone?
Oh, yeah.
You want Haller inside. For me, personally, no matter what distance away from the goal, I don't want Haller any wider than the 6-yard box.
No, I agree. I'm not.
But Moyes' formation, you can't play Haller because, as you was making at the start of the point, I don't call it lazy. I call it his style of play. Berbatov. Yeah. You look at Man United, Berbatov. Everyone called him lazy. How many goals did he score? Yeah. Because he went, I'm not going to run down to the corner flag and get that ball. That's not my job. My job's to stand in front of the 6-yard box and score. That's the difference between Haller and Antonio, because Haller was raised on playing in Germany in a front 3, where he had 2 wingers.
We're not playing that system.
So then it doesn't fit. So the only way you can play him is to play 2 up front.
Yeah.
Go on. Every game we played, I think every game we played last year, we played 2 up front. Haller scored. Yeah. And then the next game we went back to playing 1 up front, and everyone's like, "Well, Haller's crap."
No,
because he's not doing the running, because he
Yeah.
won't do the
But
running,
we
because he's
always
not that
said the
style
same-
centre forward.
But we said the same about Hernandez, and we were screaming out and said, "Play him properly, play him with support, and then you get the best out of Hernandez." It's exactly the same. But Haller is a better player, though. Haller is a better.
I was going to say for Hernandez, there's different situation, same situation, because it's the same thing of that he's not him. You want him running off. You want Hernandez running off of Haller. Haller's going to hold the ball up. Haller's going to win the header.
Okay.
And you want Hernandez well on. Hernandez again won't run the channels.
No.
Again, you want him 6-yard box, but he plays off a big man, and we brought Hernandez in and went, let's play one up front and play Hernandez up front.
Look,
it was like.
But by the end of the season, maybe we'll find that magic combination, and we'll have Haller with somebody else, whoever it is, Antonio. You're right though. We've got players that are starting to kind of fit, slot into places, and we're starting to find an almost, a core 8 or 9 players, but the rest are kind of changeable. They're kind of left and right side of midfield, and then who we're going to play up top with Haller, if Haller is going to start. But look, I'm going to get away from those two for the time being. I want to talk a bit about Moyes, because Moyes came under heavy criticism, not only from me, but from the whole wide world, it seems, about the game the other night against Arsenal. The lack of substitutions again, or the late substitution. What do you think about that? What do you think?
He got it right until it comes to the subs, and he always does this. This isn't like a new thing with us.
No.
Moyes' thing is that, don't forget, for how poor we were against Newcastle previous weekend, he only made one change. He dropped Noble out and put Masuaku in, and with 4 hours inside. Yeah. And with 10 minutes to go, not when we're in the game. We should have been outside.
He put Colin in as well, didn't he?
We should have been outside. Realistically, we had the chances. And Moyes is the old pragmatic. If it ain't broke, don't. If it's not broke, don't change it.
Yeah.
So Moyes sitting there going, I only want to get as much out of this team as possible because this team has got me in the game.
Yeah.
But it's the same way that Bilic was. It's make the sub 10 minutes earlier. But then he's like, I don't want to make that sub because then if this happens and this happens, and he waits too long, and then lo and behold, they score, and he's like, oh crap, we have to make some subs now.
The thing is, I look at a game, the way I look at a game, like let's say a coach would or a manager would, in that I'm analysing the game and I'm saying, right, okay, we are on top here. We're actually pegging them back. We're stopping them play from out their defence, and we were doing it for a good 25 minutes. And then they had one attack on the came down the left hand side, and I'm thinking to myself, right, hold on a minute, they've broken us down. They found a way to break us down. Now the time's getting on. We're starting to get tired legs because we've been trying to play this pressing game. We are going to start to struggle. I need to make a substitution now to counteract that. This is what's going in my head. We need to counteract that, and it isn't quite happening with Moyes and his substitutions.
Well, no, because the only sub he made was he brought on Yarmolenko for Bowen. Yeah, and that's actually the sub that cost them the game, unfortunately. Right, you can say it was Yarmolenko. That second goal, Yarmolenko doesn't follow his man, which Bowen had been doing all game.
Carry on talking, mate. I'm just going to step out 1 second. Hold on, carry on talking.
That if we go back to that goal, we're saying about Moyes' subs. I mean, in fairness, it wasn't really Moyes' fault, was it? Moyes brought on Yarmolenko for 10 minutes to say, do Bowen's job, do the running. And he didn't do it. That guy, was it Saka, cut inside him, and that's where the goal came from.
Bible salesman at the front door had to get rid of them.
No, yeah. As I said, Yarmolenko came on to do for 10 minutes. He had to do what Bowen had done for 80.
Yeah,
which was just follow Saka around the pitch. Just follow him, shut him down. Every time we go forward, you're just on him like a fly. You're just annoying him, buzzing around him. Yeah, Yarmolenko didn't, and in fairness. You could, when the goal went in, they showed a replay from behind the goal when the pass came in, and you could see that Yarmolenko was absolutely livid when that goal went in because he knew straight away, that's my guy, that was my man. And he follows that one run, and we probably would have got a point from the game. We deserve more, and it's the second time in a row, second time in a year, second time in 6 months that we've realistically played him off the park and then didn't get anything out of the game.
Yeah.
But it's the West Ham way, isn't it? We always say about this. We can press team. We don't score.
Yeah.
We're potentially get one chance and bury it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be hopeful for off that result,
Moyes,
that performance.
To go back to the thing, Moyes is pragmatic, and Moyes isn't a proactive manager. Moyes is a reactive manager.
Yeah, and I think that's where we kind of see the difference. Where we look at things differently. Between
Moyes goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. But
so he will wait as long as possible for that team that's playing well. If they're playing badly, I've seen him make changes early. He's made double changes like 5 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, exactly.
Even at half time, when he's not happy with what he's seen.
Yeah.
But if he's happy, he wants to leave that team as long as possible without making a sub because it might change the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think the problem is with Moyes that he's not seeing the erosion of our.
But that's where you need someone like Kevin Nolan to step in and go.
Well, yeah, or whoever.
Because it's not just in fairness. I mean, Moyes is getting a stick, but it's not just Moyes, is it?
No.
He has a team. He has a team of coaches that sit next to him.
Yeah.
And any one of them could get the balls to go, unless they're saying it and Moyes is going, no, we're not changing it yet.
Yeah.
But one of them should have the balls to up and go, yeah, you need to look at this. We need to fix something. This is because if we can see it, surely they can see it.
All right. So I just want to interrupt you, Matt. The players are actually jogging onto the pitch right now at the London Stadium. Yarmolenko seems to be hobbling. No, he's not. He's all right. He's fine. I thought
that'd be a good start.
I thought it was a little hobble.
On Sky Sports,
we've got quite a few. Yeah.
On Sky Sports, they're listing the subs, right?
Okay. What the subs as we've got or different subs?
No, the updated subs. So Diop and Cullen are not in the squad.
And they're not in the. Oh, I wonder why they've suddenly been dropped then. That's interesting.
So it's two players. You can only assume. I mean, it's one of two things.
It'd be interesting to know why Martin has actually made the subs bench and Trott hasn't then.
Oh, no, this is what I'm getting to. Trott's on the bench.
Oh, Trott's on the bench?
And Martin's on the bench. To boost the numbers up. He's only got 4 subs to make for outfield players in this game. Because he's actually 1 sub short. Because he's pulled the two of them out.
It's just coming up on the Carabao Cup here.
Yeah, but they're still listing it as Josh and Cullen and Diop playing. They're not.
4-3-1 formation here. Lacey left, Diop and Balbuena centre, Johnson right, Cullen Snodgrass in the middle, Lanzini Anderson, Yarmolenko on the right, and Haller up front on his own.
Except that's not the team now. I'm assuming, unless he's playing centre back, Johnson will play left back and Ashby will play right back.
I think they guessed there. I think Carabao Cup here, the EFL.
They haven't updated the fixtures, have they? They haven't updated West Ham's thing. So as I was saying, the only outfield subs we've got is it Longjello? I don't want to pronounce his name.
Yeah, Longjello.
Longjello, Coventry, Bowen, and Silva is the only 4 subs we've got. Because Wilshere and Alessi have stepped in, and all they've done to replace the 2 of them with Nigel Martin.
Right, so they called him to the centre spot now, guys. So those of you who aren't able to watch the stream, we're going to try and give you a running commentary as we can, a little bit of banter as we go along, and just some thoughts as we go. But look, here we go. Come on, up the hammers. Let's. I
don't know who that poor captain is for Hull, but he's actually getting towelled over by Balbuena there.
Yeah, he is. Balbuena
doing the. Is that their centre back though? He's wearing number 6. Whoever that who's the number 6 for Hull? Right. Surely that's not one of their centre backs because Balbuena's about a foot taller than him. There we
go. Haller's at the centre circle now, just about to ready to kick off for us. Balbuena makes his second captaincy, I believe. This is the second time he's been captain.
Oh, that's one of their centre mids. That was a bit different. I was about to say number 6. Surely that'd be a centre back.
So basically, up front, we've got Haller, we've got Lanzini in behind him, we've got Anderson on the left, Yarmolenko on the right. So
and Wilshere and Snodgrass holding.
Yes, Wilshere, Snodgrass, in behind them.
I thought it was interesting they gave the captaincy to Balbuena, to be honest.
Do you know what? I thought he did well in his last time out. I thought he had a really good game. So
I'm just not sure on his English. Like for me, I want a captain shouting about the whole game, organising.
Look, in where's he from? Panama, isn't he? So Panama, they call him the general. They're taking the knee right now, just before the game. And Anderson is stood up.
Is that who's that? Yeah. Oh, Anderson's not taking the knee. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, he was stood up doing some kind of prayer.
That's
thing.
like a religious thing. But
yeah, I forgot what that is. That's anyway.
Is that Johnson at left back? I'm just trying to see.
Yeah, we've got Johnson left back.
So it'll be Johnson. So Ashby will be right back.
The other way on the right hand side, cut out by Johnson there. He's kind of aimlessly pumped it forward to the centre circle. Haller has given chase. Hey, Haller's showing a bit of energy. We like it. Cleared by their keeper.
That'll be his only run for the game, wouldn't it?
Big punt upfield. Balbuena clears out of defence. Lanzini controls it in the centre midfield out to Anderson. Bit of interchange in play. Look, a bit of a flurry of activity as the game started, but do you know what? We seem to have a bit of shape, a bit of urgency about us.
That'll be Haller's only sprint for the game, I think.
Come on, let's be positive. Balbuena clears, solid at the back. Yarmolenko.
So it's Ashby playing right back.
Oh, Wilshere in there. Interchange with Lanzini. Lovely ball out from Wilshere out to the left by Anderson, who's kind of honing in on the penalty area. Oh, takes a shot with his right foot and narrowly past the left-hand post there. Oh, lucky.
You'd like to think the keeper had that covered at his near post. It's one of them ones as a keeper. You feel bad for the keeper if that goes in.
I thought the keeper had fluffed it at his near
struggling.
Post. But no, it was good run. Nice move from Wilshere out to the left to Anderson. He cut in, ran in on the penalty area. Nice shot. Like it, Centurion. It.
Bit of injection. This is what, and no offence, this is what we've been saying about Noble, is Noble does slow the play up.
Yeah.
He's not very 1-2 touch passing, Noble. Yeah. He's about 6-7 touches pass. Yeah. And there, all right, the first bit from Wilshere got lucky because he got a ricochet off the defender as he pulled out of the tackle. But the little 1-2 with Lanzini and then out to Anderson was quick play and they were in at the defence.
Yeah.
Which is really what you want to see, is what we need. We need that bit of snap in the midfield because that's generally tends to be where we fail going forward, is that we're very pedestrian and very slow. Whereas there, it was very quick, snappy and...
I've got to say, I have noticed a couple of times already, the ball has come towards Wilshere and he's been beaten to the ball by a Hull City player. It's almost like
he pulls out. He's bottling.
Have you noticed that as well? Have you noticed
that one where he got lucky in that first bit of play? The reason he got
pulled
lucky
out as well.
Is he pulled out?
Yeah, absolutely right.
But then again, when your ankle's made of spaghetti, what do you expect?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, beautiful ball forward, right from the defence, all the way at the field. Anderson almost got onto it, and then it goes all the way back now to
good pass from Snoddy.
Yeah. Snoddy's way back there, isn't he? What's he doing back there?
Scottish Pirlo, mate.
Yeah, wow, absolutely right, mate. So Randolph has got the ball. He's going to, pass it out to Balbuena on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Passes it forward to Ashby. Ashby, nice touch inside, going forward here. Oh, lovely ball forward to Haller. Haller, lovely pass. Again, Lanzini out to the left. This is great football from West Ham. I'm a happy camper again. Lovely. Oh, good shot by Anderson. Matt, why am I talking so much? This is good football, isn't it? Come on.
Because for once we're actually, we don't start on the front foot. This is generally our downfall. It always takes us 10 minutes, 15 minutes in a game to wake up.
Yeah.
Whereas it almost feels like Moyes has turned around and said, there is first team positions available, go out and earn it.
Yeah.
One thing we always tend to say is that we don't have enough depth in our team, that some people almost guaranteed starters. And which you don't want in any team, because that breeds complacency. And it does look like Moyes has G'd him up and said, if you come out and have a good game today, you could start on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not sure where the Wolves game is.
This is great competition. This is great for the club if we can, get all these players and the whole squad.
Get the unity and
Yeah. Fight for their positions. Absolutely right. Okay, so back with the action. Johnson right at the back passes it back to Randolph. Out to the right hand side of the penalty area. Balbuena nicely in control. Yeah, he's got Yarmolenko out to his right, but he knows big punt forward and straight to the keeper there. Yeah, I think there was a bit of a misunderstanding.
One thing I would say about Balbuena. One thing I would say is that I don't think that's going to be the way you break a team down. I know we've got Haller up front, but I don't think a long ball route one's going to do it unless it's Anderson making a run inside or Lanzini. You're not going to do it with a long ball up.
Comments here from Marcus Lee. He said, it's like watching Brazil. It's like watching Brazil. Absolutely right. It is. That's right.
As long as we don't defend like Brazil, we'll be all right.
Yeah, well, that's right. Let's have a bit of fun with it. Come on. This has been a long time coming.
I said we spoke about this in the preview last night, and I said they've made a couple of changes because I said we spoke about Honeyman and we spoke about was it Wilkes, and we were like, whether they play or not will dictate how they want to go because
sure.
Realistically, Hull having dropped down from the Championship, they've got a lot of games. I think they've already played. This is like their 6th game this year, or this season, sorry, already, and we're only like 2 weeks in.
Decent results, though, haven't they? They've had decent results
because they've had 2 wins in the league.
Yeah.
Leeds last week, plus they've had an EFL, the EFL trophy game.
Yeah. So they're doing well. I mean, they're on good run of form. Yeah.
Do they want to keep the momentum and try and go further in the cup? Because everyone wants momentum and it breeds confidence. But also, do they have the squad to compete on as many fronts?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. A cup run was a bit of a bad tackle. A cup run for Hull probably isn't priority right now.
No, it isn't. I mean,
it's going to be. Oh, that's a bit of a poor touch from Yarmolenko. Realistically, they need to get promoted again. They've got to be fighting for promotion. They're not a League One team.
Look, if you said this before, if we had said this pre-coronavirus, you would say actually they would be looking for it because they'd be looking for
the money.
Yeah,
but exactly. You're not getting any money.
No, exactly right. So
I say they're not getting any money. I don't know what the club's share of this £10 is.
Yeah, I
don't know what the breakdown is.
There's got to be some kind of payout.
Especially after today, when they've announced that there's probably not going to be any fans in stadiums for another 6 months.
Wow. We're going to get more and more restrictions now. Anyway,
and they're talking about £8 billion, black hole for the Premier League or something where money's going to disappear.
Yeah.
And they're saying the Football League's going to lose £20 million. Is it £20 million a week or something? Stupid. Right. I think we could see. I know we've been talking about before the game about Moyes looking at Championship hungry players.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what happens in the next 4 weeks because don't forget the window might shut in 2 weeks, but you can still buy from homegrown. You can still buy from football league teams for another 2 weeks after.
Sure.
So if he wants Championship players, the Championship window isn't in 2 weeks. That's for Premier League and international teams. That's another 11 days after.
And it could be.
Shuts,
yeah.
The 5th? It shuts, and it shuts 16th for. And it could get. You're talking a month's time. If there's no money again in the next 3 or 4 weeks, you could see the last week of the window that a lot of the big teams in the Championship start selling their best players.
Yeah.
Because they need the money. I mean, Nottingham Forest had to do the same thing. A lot of their fans were angry about selling Matty Cash to Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Because they rejected 20 million in January and they sold him for 16 in the summer.
Yeah.
But 16 million for a Championship team is more than a year's worth of TV money.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, okay, back to the game then. Look, it's been pretty even Stevens, really, I would say.
But no one's really. We're both knocking it about.
Yeah, exactly.
No team's really pressing. I think both teams are happy to go. You have the ball and you have a go. And we'll have a go. And we'll have the ball and we'll have a go.
But Hull are on the attack now. They pass it on to the right-hand side. And big cross in from Hull. Oh, well cleared there by Ashby on the penalty area, penalty spot, really. Comes out to Yarmolenko, pass it back to Ashby, kicks it upfield. Not really controlled there by Haller, and then Hull have got the possession again.
But the kids have looked okay, considering realistically you've got 3 kids in your back 4. Let's not forget the only experienced player in that back 4 is Balbuena. So.
Right, I must apologise, everybody. The glasses are coming out now. Old man.
He's struggling now. He's struggling to read the comments.
Well, yeah. No, you know what it is? Because I've got the small screen of the game, I haven't actually enlarged it so I can, do the screen with you, Matt. I can't really see the players very well, so that's not making any difference at all. I don't know what. There we go.
Obviously, I've got like 3 pieces of technology going on right now, so. I've got the stream. I've got the stream on my TV, which I'm running through my PlayStation. I've got our stream on my iPad, and then I've got my phone on the go as well. So I'm sort of covering three bits at the same time here.
Message for this comment from James. James, is there a way to watch? Would have thought the season ticket holders will be able to see the game through West Ham TV. No, this is nothing to do with West Ham.
This is what I said last night.
The Carabao Cup. This has got nothing to do with the club. Okay, so we can't blame the club here. This is.
No, I did make this point.
Yeah.
On the preview last night, and done his O's or anything else you want to say?
Great ball in there! Oh, great shot! Came in on the right-hand side. Ashby, I think it was. Cut into the left.
Was that blocked by Haller?
No, it was the keeper. Made it safe. Anderson on the right-hand side. Lanzini, lovely through ball. Oh, just a bit too far from the goal kick. Sorry, I got a bit excited there.
Yeah, just over too far, Snoddy. Yeah, I did make this point when Ant does his usual. Anything else you want to say at the end of the broadcast last night on the preview? I did say, for anyone that's, I mean, whether you're GSB in or out, and everyone on these channels made their opinions known at some point. Because I did see in the first round, well, say not the first round, this is the third round, isn't it? The second round we joined in. Yeah. I did see last week that GSB were getting a lot of abuse on Twitter, saying, "Oh yeah, of course you're charging us £10 to watch this, more money in your pockets." It's not.
Yeah, it's got.
I'm sure. I don't know if the club do get a share. Yeah. But I can imagine if they do, it won't be a lot because this isn't being run by West Ham at all.
Yeah, and this
is to get the stream, you have to go on the Carabao Cup website.
Yeah, this is what I've said time and time again, that people do make comments, they jump on the bandwagon of stuff, but they don't always get the facts right. They don't always get the facts straight about this kind
This is actually all done by the EFL. I don't think the EFL. I don't know if it's EFL or Carabao, but someone's turned around and gone, each day, I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's one game on Sky, which I think tonight is Luton Man United.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, is it Fleetwood Everton tomorrow, or someone Everton tomorrow?
The winner tonight with us against Hull play either Fleetwood or Everton, don't they?
So Fleetwood or Everton, the winner of us play the winner of them.
Yeah.
I think they're on TV tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
I think they're the Sky games. What I'm saying, I think there's 3 Sky games, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Right.
And then is it the rest of them or a selection of the rest of them are then available at £10 to go?
Yeah, the fixtures are all over the place at the moment. But
it's not, as I said, we probably do get, as image rights, etc. We probably do get some sort of percentage of that £10, but maybe £1. It's not going to be a lot, is it?
Yeah, it's not going to be enough
because
at all.
And it's how many people actually bother to buy it. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I didn't pay for it last round. I paid for it today.
Yeah, like a mug. I've paid for it last round and tonight. Anyway, look, it's a good stream. It's a good feed. I'm not going to complain about it. So
it's not. But again, it's not run by us. So
no.
I mean, I've said my own opinions on GSB now, but there's nothing you can physically, like when we done the other week when we had Sean and Nigel on, and we done the big finance video. Yeah. And we went through the finances. Like this, you put your neutral hat on. There's nothing West Ham can do about it.
No.
It's an EFL. Right. It's the English League Cup run by the English Football League.
Yeah.
How they want to distribute the broadcast rights is up to them. So if they want to go one game, Sky can have one game a day for 3 days, and everything else is £10 a pop on pay-per-view, essentially, which is what it is. Essentially, they've gone, you can do pay-per-view for the rest of it if you want it. And even then, it's not if you want it for all of them, it's still per game. You're not paying £10 for the day to watch the rest of the round. You're paying £10 for one game.
Yeah. Right, still 0-0. West Ham on the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes, been on more of the attack.
Up the ante again. We sort of, as we said, the first sort of 5 minutes we went, first 5 minutes we come out lightning, and the last
playing in
5 minutes.
Finding a bit more. Some nice passing around out to the wings. Anderson's got it now in the left corner flag. I can see my from here. I can see my seat. There we go. Johnson.
I can never see my seat.
Yeah.
I'd be a bit worried if I could see my seat because that means someone's nearly hit the roof of the stadium.
Actually, I got a friend of mine who's actually right in the corner flag just by the side of me because of the changing of the seats. That he was one of his seats and his sons that had their seats moved to the Trevor Brooking lower tier, I think it was, he said. But anyway, they just had theirs relocated. He's relocated right next to me again.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, but I think they're doing this in stages, depending on when you get your season ticket, whether you can relocate as well. But look, no, they're just showing a repeat of the shot.
Oh, the Ashby, yeah.
But
I know Keeper does save it. Keeper did save it, yeah.
Yeah, some players, some fans have been able to relocate. I'm sure everybody will have the option to relocate.
Hull's captain's down, holding his thigh. That's never good. No, I'm sure. Wasn't it that the if you were in either of the lower tiers behind the goal, you got first choice on reallocation?
Sorry, say that again.
Where they squared off the two lower tiers.
Yeah.
I think if you were sat in them, didn't you get weren't you the first priority for reallocation?
Possibly. I don't know.
Because didn't they completely balls up the reallocation, and some people were like 15 rows away from their Well, there was one guy on Twitter that said he was he literally was like 15 rows away from his daughter, and they were sitting next to each other before, but because of the way the curve works, he was like down here, and she'd been put all the way up there, and it was.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if they had. Actually, I can't remember if he said. A big shout out to Shahir and Dal, of course, my friends there. But I think they. I'm not sure if they had an option of where they could sit. I think they did. I think they were able to choose where they could sit in the driver.
Because I think to begin with, they automatically just reallocated it and went, "Here's your new seat."
Yeah.
And people were like, "Well, hang on a minute. I sat where I sat because I'm my friends and my family."
Yeah.
And you've now moved us halfway across the stadium from each other.
Well,
20, 25 rows. So I think they had first choice.
By the way, everybody, the reason why we're talking, if you're not watching the game is stopped for a couple of minutes to an injury to a Hull City player. He's now walking off the pitch. I think he might be going back to the dressing room.
No, yeah, he's not coming back because he's taken his. He was the captain.
It's going to be what?
Smallbone. I think it's Smallbone. He's captain.
Yeah, something like that.
But
anyway, so West Ham free
Smallwood.
kick.
Smallwood.
I think
he was the captain. I think that's dropped ball, is it not? I don't think we had a free kick.
I think it's going to be fair play rules here. They're just going to kick it back to them.
I don't know.
Bringing number 10 on.
Which is Honeyman?
Honeyman, yeah. I can't really see.
I think, it's Honeyman.
So Wilshere's
I've got a big TV and I can barely see it. Is it actually a free kick or is this just giving him the ball back?
No, he's... No, they've taken...
Because he's not shaped up like he's going to give the ball back.
Game
is actually a free kick.
Yeah, game
it was a free kick.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There we go. So Johnson gone all the way back to Randolph now. Randolph out to Balbuena on the right-hand side. Are you a couple of seconds behind me here, Matt?
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds or something.
Okay, right.
I don't know what we can do about it, to be honest. I don't. Yeah, just
which I find really weird because we're watching the same feed, so I don't know.
Yeah, because we both pay for the actual feed, so I don't.
It's really weird. Oh, lovely dink over! Oh, Yarmolenko! Oh, lovely dink over, and then who is it?
Messi.
Scottish Messi. There he is.
That wonderful left foot.
Shot, beautiful. The keeper had no chance. The keeper
I think he even dived, did he? He didn't even attempt it. Once he connected that, he just that's it.
Lovely dink. So Lanzini sort of on the right hand side.
Yarmolenko
dinks it into Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko looks up, takes it off.
Brilliant outside of the football over the top,
over the dink. Oh. It was about 13 yards out, 12 yards out, something like that.
Yeah, it weren't far out, was it? It was just wide.
It was just snoddy. Great goal.
Absolutely nailed it. Fantastic. Absolutely nailed it on his left foot.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. It was. And
to be honest, on the balance of play, I mean, that's only our second shot, but on the balance of play, we've had most of the ball. We've done most of the attacking.
In the last 5 minutes, we've definitely, all the 5 minutes of play, we've definitely come into it a lot more.
And so, unfortunately for Hull, it's just after that injury as well. So that really just throws their whole system out the window.
Come on, let's go after another one. Let's put these boys to bed, shall we?
Haller's sprinting again.
He's doing all right. He's doing all right.
Get one sprint every 10 minutes.
Almost got tangled up there. That's okay. Ashby tied us up behind him, covers up. Lovely little layoff from Lanka, unfortunately. Wilshere kind of...
See, for me, and I don't want to pick on him, but Wilshere 4 or 5 years ago, when that ball came into him, he would have nicked that in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
For me personally, you watch back to his Arsenal days, he would have nicked that to go forward around the defender to start driving at the midfield. But now, he's had so many injuries. His first thing was, I don't want to attempt to go around him. I'm going to get fouled. I'm just going to lay it off again.
Yeah.
And Yarmolenko wasn't expecting it.
Do you think he's playing a bit scared, Wilshere?
In fairness, yeah, I do. I think...
I get the impression. I hope that's not the case, and I don't want to belittle the lad either, but that's what I get the impression of.
Yeah. And I want to say there's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, you shouldn't be putting out of a tackle.
Exactly.
But
Well,
when you've had the injuries that he's had,
but they do say if you go into tackles half-heartedly, you're more
going to be more likely to get injured.
Injured as well. So,
but the way he's going, he's not going into the tackle at all. So I don't know if he's going to get injured.
There we go.
It's like he gets halfway there and goes.
The attack again. Wilshere driving through. Lovely little ball into Anderson, who can't quite find Haller, but striving forward through there.
See, that's what you want to see with it. That Wilshere there, that's what I'm talking about. And I think the ball before he would have turned to go.
Tackle there. And Alesi there.
Solid tackle from Johnson there. Oh,
is it a free kick to Hull?
No, he's giving a free kick the other way. Yeah,
it's free kick to Hull. Free kick to Hull. About halfway in the West Ham half on the right
out on the touchline.
Right,
35. It's probably about 45 yards out, but it's just way out on
the right hand side. Cuts inside there, fella. Oh, cleared away by Alesi, I think it was. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm terrible with names. Alesi, something like that.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Just clear it down the pitch.
Yeah, he got out of harm's way. That's all that matters. Yeah, Yarmolenko, stuck a leg out, but watch your hamstring, lad. You don't want to get injured now. Right, Hull playing it out from the back.
At least he doesn't pull out though, Yarmolenko.
No, he doesn't. No, he's doing all right.
Unlike Wilshere does seem to be pulling out tackles. I mean, Yarmolenko still commits.
Yeah. All ball into the West Ham box, but tied it up by Randolph. He came out, commanded his area. Done all right.
Yeah, well commanded.
Yeah, done all right. We're playing it nicely around the back. We're not panicking. It's just going up forward. Nice little one-touch football. Yeah, look, a couple of passes, but we seem to be retaining possession a lot better. Now, I know, yes, those of you out there would be saying, oh, this is only Hull. It's a League One side. But you know what? You still got to play whoever's in front of you, and we're doing quite well.
And you know what? If it was any other Premier League team who'd put that team out, I'd say, yeah, they should be doing it.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
We conceded 4 to Oxford last year and 4 to, was it Wimbledon 2 years running?
Yeah.
So we can't say anything when it comes to the cup games.
No, absolutely right.
I said this on the stream last night. I said, like we said, you can't go on paper. On paper, even with the 3 kids in defence, from what we've seen them already. But don't forget, the under-23s had a brilliant year last year. They only got to raise the under-23 cup, was it the weekend? Because of the way their season got curtailed and finished.
Mm.
So these 3 kids have all played together last year in part of a back 4 that played really well. So
yeah. Absolutely,
and it shows.
And it's great that they're getting their they're not debuts, but they're getting their.
So I still, get a time because I still have horrors of
tied it up.
Was it under Big Sam?
Oh yeah,
when we played, was it Forest or something? And he literally put out 11 kids and they shipped like 5 goals.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
but in all fairness to Sam, he's not. He wouldn't be the first manager that's ever done that. And got spanked for it as well.
But no, you said at the start, Moyes is giving these kids a chance, and it's just hopefully
mixing them, isn't he?
Hopefully they show enough that he doesn't. Because my problem is, I see him playing this game today.
Yeah.
And then I wonder if he goes, oh look, they've got a bit of potential in them. Let's send them out on loan somewhere.
Yeah.
Which is fine if they're going back to a championship team. But we always do this thing. We send kids on loan to like League One and League Two.
Yeah.
And then when they don't develop, you're like, well, what's happened? Well, you sent them out on loan to a League One and League Two team.
So Alessi at the back is tidying up quite nicely. He looks very, very accomplished. I can see what Anton was going on about. I can see what he's meant because this is the first time.
Doesn't get flustered, does he? No, I didn't see in the first game.
Look at him, and I'll tell you what, he's doing very well at the back there. Him and Balbuena, I've got to say, nice little partnership there. Very composed at the back. Lovely. Lanzini just mopping up in midfield. Up to Ashby. Both left back and right back. Ashby on the right. Johnson
very high up the pitch.
High. Very high. Yeah.
Like rather wing backs and full backs.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they are. Yeah, Moyes has got them, just pressing. I think he did this in the last game as well. And maybe not so much in the Arsenal game, but in the previous game against Charlton, the previous round of the Carabao Cup, I think I've got to correct me if I'm wrong out there in West Ham world, if I'm wrong there, but I think we were playing with too high, well, not wing backs. I don't know. I wouldn't call them wing backs, but you know what I mean. They're
Interesting. Breaking news, guys.
What's that?
West Ham just dropped a tweet. West Ham United can confirm that David Moyes, Issa Diop, and Josh Cullen have returned positive for COVID-19.
Really? Wow.
So, if anyone wants to know why they've got dropped from the team,
okay,
I would guess that would be they've done the pre-game tests and they've all come back positive.
Interesting. I haven't even noticed whether Moyes was there or not, actually. So, okay, that is very interesting. I wonder when they had the test. Maybe it must have been today.
They do it before the game, don't they? Yeah, they do it before the game.
Yeah.
So,
how much lead time? How many hours before the game that they have the test?
I don't think it's very far.
No. Yeah. Well, if they've tested positive, then you would imagine then a lot of the rest of the team are going to test positive. No.
Well, it depends because they're all still doing.
Moyes. No. Moyes is on the touchline here. I can see Moyes. He's on the touchline. He's
got COVID apparently. I'm not joking. I don't know if you've got the group chat open, but someone's already copy and pasted a picture into the group chat, and it does say David Moyes, Issa Diop, and Josh Cullen have returned positive for COVID-19.
Well, maybe Moyes is saying, "Well, I might be positive, but I'll just stay away from everybody, and that's it. Job done."
But you're right. He's out there on the touchline.
He's on the touchline. So no, I don't know what to tell you, everybody. He's spreading the virus, but only within his technical area. So he's absolutely fine. As long as nobody goes in his technical area, he's absolutely fine. Look, I can see what it is. So he's the boss, right? He doesn't want to be leaving the game just because you tested positive, but you're absolutely fine, if you know what I mean. So
I was going to say, I don't know if I did say it, I was going to say in the build-up, would that be the case that either he's saving them for Saturday or they tested positive? Because didn't the Premier League announce today that the latest round testing, a couple of people were tested positive?
Yeah.
Which means that neither of them will be available for the weekend.
No, absolutely right.
It's 10 days, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Guys, sorry, I don't think that is David Moyes.
Isn't it?
No, I think it does. I know it looks like him, but if they categorically have said he's gone home, 100%, they've said he's gone home.
Could that be Irvin? Could it? Because I can't.
Could be Irvin. It's not Nolan.
No, the hair's too long for Nolan.
Yeah, but
it does look like him.
I was going to say, like from you can only see the back.
Yeah, the angle.
The colour of the hair and the angle, like.
There we go. So I'm not listening to the commentary either. So
I'm not. I've got the sound off because it just ruined the sound on here.
Anyway,
Alan Irvin, I think it is. It looks like it's Alan Irvin.
It could be Alan.
Okay. Well, he is the assistant, isn't he? So.
Okay. Well, look, West Ham. It's kind of 50-50 right now in the game. I would say something like that.
So. Alessi and Balbuena are potentially both playing to start on Saturday or Sunday, whenever the Wolves game is.
Just saying, where has he gone? Oh, he's disappeared again.
He's got disappeared again.
All right. Well, but Alessi looks really good. I should shut up actually because I'm usually the kiss of death with this kind of thing. I thought, what a great play by Alessi, and then he just gives the ball away. No, he doesn't. Okay, so Snodgrass is in the middle of the park there. He just plays it out to Balbuena. Balbuena, nice little punt forward to Wilshere, who's kind of carrying it around, playing it around the back here with Alessi. Alessi outside to Johnson. Johnson left-hand side. Oh, lovely little fake there by Anderson. Gates scampers down the left wing, cuts inside to Snoddy. Snoddy, lovely ball out between Johnson. Oh, he tries a little pass through into the box, but blocked out by the defense.
Cut out.
Lovely. If you watch that, everybody, if you're not watching the game, if you watch that little dummy and run down the line by Anderson, yeah. Look, this is what we've been waiting for from Anderson. Come on. Lanzini on the edge of the penalty area, trying to find a bit of space, dinks it forward over the top into the 6-yard box, but Yarmolenko couldn't quite turn and shoot, I would say.
A lot of bodies back there for Hull.
Yeah, Albuena mopping up at the back there. did really well there under pressure from their attacker.
Very strong.
Randolph out to Ashby. Ashby into the centre to Snodgrass. Snodgrass playing a much deeper role tonight.
He is playing the dictating role, isn't he?
Yeah, protecting the back four. Yeah, as you said, the West Ham furlough a little bit out there. He is kind of, picking it up, spraying out the passes, and look, and he scores for us as well. So there we go. Anderson, left-hand side, dinks it in forward. Oh, there we go. Pushed off the ball there. I think
it's very interesting. I don't know if you saw Karen Brady's article at the weekend.
No.
When she claimed that she didn't understand why the government were talking about this before they obviously done the announcement today. They're talking about not letting fans in the stadium when the London Stadium was safer than a living room. Thanks to all the testing and the sanitising, and they just announced today that 3 of them have got it.
Yeah,
it's obviously not safer then, is it?
Yeah. But look, I've always said this. It's not about having fans in the stadium. It's about having the how are you going to regulate how fans congregate and how when they arrive in at the stadium and leave.
Yeah,
that's the major issue. How are you going to how are you going to control that? And you can't.
But that's not what the clubs care about, is it? The clubs need money.
No, of course not.
So right. She's trying to say, "Oh yeah, it's safer." Well, no, it's not.
No.
And also, I don't know how many hours before they do the testing, because obviously it would be some period of time before.
Yeah.
But did they only get, because that was, they done the squad announcement an hour before the game, and then 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, they went, "Oh no, they're not in the squad." So they must have. I don't know how long a test takes, but they must have got it that much before the game.
Possibly in the morning, they would have tested them. I don't know what.
I know they're still having to do these like bubble situations, aren't they? Where they only have like 30 people in the stadium, and I don't know if are they still doing full contact training.
Yeah, I think so.
Because then surely we shouldn't have been playing at all.
I
suppose technically, I suppose they've all tested negative, haven't they? And that's what they've said. They're all negative.
Yeah, they're all negative.
Just them 3.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the get around, because if you isolate now, you have to isolate until you get a negative or positive test, don't you?
Yeah.
And if you get a positive test, it's 10 days total isolation from when you went off.
That's right.
And if it's negative, it's go back to work. So maybe they get around is where they all tested negative. They haven't got it. They're going back to work.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay, Balbuena, long punt upfield to Anderson, who couldn't quite control it, and it's gone out for a throw in down by.
Good idea though. It was a brilliant long ball from Balbuena. One of those big, long 60, 70-yard diagonals from
I can't remember
back to left mid.
Yeah, I can't remember who I was listening to. I think it was on the radio the other day, and they were talking about the modern game of football. And they're saying, actually, what they don't do in the modern football is they don't mix it up enough. They don't mix up the styles of play enough.
They all play one way, don't they?
It's all well and good playing it out from the back and playing this, this possession football. But actually, sometimes you just need to mix it up. Long balls over the top, long diagonal balls, and mix. And that's what will, throw the opposition, because they won't know whether you're coming or going.
Well, especially when you're playing the likes of Liverpool and Man City, who will press from the front and give you no time to pass to midfield. It does sometimes work to play that sort of pass.
Oh, Wilshere's getting in the ball. He's gone through a couple of chances. Lovely forward ball to Yarmolenko. I thought he was offside there, actually, but couldn't quite tell. He's on the penalty area. Oh, lovely little Cruyff-esque turn to Anderson. Oh, cut out by their defender. Picked up by Johnson on the left-hand side. Plays it back down the left wing to Snodgrass. Slightly inside to Anderson. Anderson sort of looking up, and it's gone back to Alessi. Alessi looking very composed there. Oh, bit of a hospital pass there to Snoddy, but look, hey, they've knocked it up. Anderson
knocked it up quite well.
Yeah, he came back.
Wow, yeah, well, good recovery from Anderson there. He actually read the danger.
There is a nice little rhythm to the side. There is a nice little working for each other, I would say, in the West Ham setup right now.
It's a bad ball. But intercepted. Oh, surely that's a foul there, ref.
Yeah, I think the refs missed a couple tonight.
He left one in on Ashby there. I don't know if it was the winger for Hull. I mean, again, it was a bit of a hospital ball, but Ashby got there first, and
yeah, Anderson moving into the centre of the park. Dink over to Yarmolenko. I'll tell you what, Yarmolenko's done it about 3 or 4 times, and Lanzini's done it a couple of times. Anderson has done it as well. It's almost like a chip. I don't know how to describe it.
sandwich.
I'm calling it a dink, but it's a chip pass.
Like a scoot pass.
Yes.
I said they got out their sandwich.
Yeah. Yes.
To get it out of the bunker.
I know. Yes, exactly. I thought you meant eating sandwich. No, yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, it's that kind of ball. They played it about 3 or 4 times now, and
a scoop.
Yeah, a scoop ball. It's doing all right. It's doing all right.
Well, we're actually getting people make runs beyond the back four, which we just don't normally see, do we?
Yeah.
We normally play it into the centre forward and go wide and put crosses in, whereas we're actually looking for one of them 3 guys behind Haller to make a run beyond him and look for that pass.
Yeah. Right, Johnson and the about to take a throw in on just level with our penalty area on the left hand side. Plays it up.
But again, he's looked okay at left back again.
They have, they've all looked comfortable. I would say comfortable. Yeah.
They're not flustered. They're not panicky.
No, another throw into West Ham left hand side. Johnson throws it back to Alessi, or a bit of pressure from their attacker. And Randolph kicks it up for nice little pass up there to Ashby, right hand side. Nice little step inside to Wilshere to Lanzini. Lanzini, dead end really, closed out, but also fouled by the whole player.
I've got another whole player down now.
Okay, they are zooming in on no, it's Irving. It's
not. It is Irving. It's not David Moyes. Yeah, we can now confirm after the zooming that is not David Moyes.
You can tell by the syrup he's wearing.
Yeah, you can tell what his hair from the scoped out angle. The hair did look similar, but when you zoom in, it's not the same hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're obviously talking about him, saying how he's in charge today because David Moyes, which also means that he'll be in charge of the game at the weekend.
Yeah,
because a positive test is 10 days isolating. So.
Okay, so Alpha, what time on the clock do you have? Okay, I have 37:11. 37:11. So we've got 8 minutes to go.
37. I'm on 37:11. Well, no, I'm on 37:15 now.
Oh, okay, you're about 5 seconds behind me. Okay,
West Ham. How
nice little shot by Lanzini. Oh,
should have
wide.
He should have shot first time, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think he realised how much time he had on the first attempt. He sort of controlled it and went back inside, but he didn't need to.
Anderson, lovely little ball into. Oh, do you know what? It was that first touch from Lanzini.
I think he should have shot first time, but it was slightly behind him.
Goal. Yeah, he took it away from goal, and it was a bit heavy, that touch.
He should have. Well, he needed one of them touches. You know, when you sort of bring it across yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of he went back inside, didn't he? And it was just the wrong touch. And he had to readjust to get back on his right foot again. And it was.
Yeah.
But another good bit of play. It is looking. You don't want to give the contact his curse, but it's looking promising.
Anton wants to come back on, but we're saying no. Stay away, Anton. Stay away. This is the Matt and Alf show. No, come on, Ant. Come on. Alf, here we go. Oh, here we go. I love this. I've got to big myself up a little bit here. Snazzy says Alf should commentate on Sky Sports. I don't think they'd have me, Snazzy. You know what I mean? I don't think they'd have me.
You haven't got that former pro experience, have you? That makes no difference whatsoever.
Oh no. That's right. Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about anyway.
I used to coach 11-year-olds. I'll have you know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you're not a former Premier League player, are you? So you just automatically don't get to be a commentator.
Yeah. I was great at shouting orders to little 11-year-olds, scaring them to death.
Because when you retire, you basically either work for a club as a coach or you go into media.
Yeah,
it looks like.
Right, yeah. All right.
Whether they're actually any good at it or not doesn't make a difference.
Oh no, exactly right. Doesn't matter if you can't string 2 words together. Just.
Glenn Johnson showed that the other day, didn't he, on Soccer Saturday?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what game he was covering, but they kept going back to him, and they're like, "Oh, so what's going on there, Glenn?" And he just be zoomed in watching the game. Yeah. They're like, Glenn, what's going on?" And he'd be like, oh, sorry, yeah, I was just watching the game." Like, yeah, well, what's happening?
You know what? They've made a mistake. I wasn't their greatest fan. Well, not Phil Thompson's greatest fan, but Charlie Nicholas I thought was all right. But,
I don't know why they got rid of him.
Why they got rid of them too, I don't know. But what? Just because they're a little bit older now? No, come on. Do me a favour.
Oh, that touch from Anderson let him down there.
Yeah, so...
Yarmolenko done well to dig that ball out on the byline for crossing to the near post. Yeah. And Anderson, I don't know why he tried to control it. He should have just gone first time.
Yeah, 40 minutes and to play. 5 minutes to go now. Balbuena playing out in the back to Lacey. Lacey very composed still. Nice little ball forward to Snoddy. Snoddy to Anderson. Anderson back to Snoddy. Snoddy, little chip forward, pass forward to Johnson. Slightly miscontrolled it. Hull have it back. Playing it in the out of their final third. Back to the defender. Pumping it forward to midfield. Yeah, look, they're a League One side, but they can play football. There's no doubt about that. Pumping it forward down their left wing, our right hand side. Ashby sort of marshalling their player, but he got away from him. But he cross into the box, but went out for a goal kick. So Randolph, easy there for Randolph. No dramas at all.
Wasn't happy about something though. He's given out and shouted directions there, Randolph.
Yeah, I've got a feeling he was saying to...
I don't know if he was talking to Ashby or about Balbuena, but he weren't happy about something.
I think he was saying to Ashby because he let him turn him and get the cross in. So maybe just to hold him off on the wing a little bit more.
What do you reckon the chances of a sentimental second half appearance for Bowen? They did do a big thing on the club website today about him mentioning how, it'd be nice to see some old faces, but for 90 minutes. And he said he's been knocking on Moyes' door saying he wants to play.
Yeah. Let's see how we're doing. I wouldn't want to risk him for the Premier League.
But then again, he's where's my desk? Touchwood. He's not been one of the. He's not an injury prone. Well, he's not been one of the ones that's had bad injuries, is he? So that's the old West Ham mentality of we don't want anyone to get injured.
Yeah, but you know what it's like. You go back to your old team, then all of a sudden they'll, some of them might say, "Come on, let's give him a real nice welcome home type thing."
I don't think it'd be like that.
I do. You never trust these Hull City players.
I don't think it'd be like that. I mean, on the whole, there's been a couple of late tackles where it's been 50-50 tackles and they've lost out, but. Yeah. On the whole, it's not been a nasty game, which is quite surprising.
No, I'm not saying that at all. No, you're absolutely right. And it's been fine. It's been absolutely fine.
I think he still finished. Didn't he still finish their top scorer last year?
Who? Sorry.
Bowen.
Oh, for Hull. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might have still been top scorer, or he might have been second top scorer.
I think he did. Yeah.
And he obviously only played for half the season.
Well, when we bought him, they won a terrible run, and that's why they got relegated, wasn't it?
We were talking about this. We were talking about Hull last night at the start of the preview, and I said, much like potentially Golden Sullivan could gamble on our season by selling Declan Rice, their owner gambled on their season by going. They were top 10 when they sold.
They were doing all right. Yeah, they were doing all right.
Start of the window, 4 weeks earlier, he could have gone to Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
because they put in, I think, a similar offer to what we bought him for, and the whole chairman said I wouldn't sell him for 25 million because, he's fronting our push for promotion because they were only a couple of points off the playoffs.
Yeah.
4 weeks later, they lost 8 games or 7 games or something.
Yeah.
They sold Bowen to us for 24 million. They sold Grzycki to West Brom for like $500,000 because he was out of contract. They sold their 2 best players for a combined 23.5 million.
Yeah.
And they only picked up 6 points after that. I think they only won 2 games the rest of the season.
I know, crazy. Well,
just to show how many goals assists he had.
Yeah, not a lot happening in the game right now.
No, it's the last couple of minutes has faded out. I'm sure someone's looked up at the clock and gone, there's a couple of minutes to half time.
Playing it out the back at West Ham. Let's see at the back. They're playing a cross ball to Balbuena, little pump forward into Ashby. Ashby's doing a bit of a hard touch of Ashby, giving away possession to Hull, but they've got it. We've got it back again.
Wilshere, that was a poor touch.
Lovely control ball to Lanzini. Lanzini pass forward to Yarmolenko, cross forward, and it's a goal by Haller.
Oh, unlucky from the keeper.
one of those
couple of little mistakes there.
One of those continental commentators. Look, it was a lovely little ball from Wilshere
to Yarmolenko.
To Lanzini. Lanzini
to Yarmolenko.
Yeah, a bit of a slip up by their defender. Let Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko got lucky because he actually overhit the ball. Yarmolenko wasn't going to get it. Then that left him 6s and 7s. Keeper was unlucky because Yarmolenko just on the edge of the 6-yard box done the.
And Haller made a great. Look, he scored. It was great. It was great. It's pretty much on the penalty spot. He took the shot.
He squared it across, didn't he? And the keeper's. The keeper gambled early, and the keeper dived straight away, knowing that Haller's going back across goal.
2-0. 2-0. That's all you got to.
And I don't want to say it, but is that it already?
Hey, what do you mean? Is that it already?
Is that enough already? Like right on half time, that's got to be absolutely killer.
Well, the
whole manager would have been sitting there saying. The whole manager would be sitting there saying, "Look, we're getting at 1-0 at half time. We're still in the game."
Yeah, absolutely.
We haven't played well, but West Ham haven't troubled us too much for all the possession. They've been prodding and probing and prodding, and all of a sudden, right on half time, one slip by the centre back, Yarmolenko's in and he squares it for Haller for a tap-in.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely
that's the Premier League quality showing through. Because if you make a mistake, you get punished.
Yeah,
and it was a mistake. Lanzini's ball was slightly overhit. I don't think Yarmolenko would have reached it if the centre-back didn't somehow get it caught in between his feet. But as soon as he did, Yarmolenko was on it, a flash, squared it, and Haller, like I said to you in the build-up, where do you want Haller? Do you want him on the wing? No. You want him to do it for the 6-yard box.
Yeah. Well, look, we're at half-time now. The whistle's just gone. The players are walking off the pitch. Look, I would say a decent performance by the lads there. First off, they had some decent spells, but never really posed much of a threat, I've got to say. Some nice work by a lot of the players, some nice passes, a mix of passes, a range of passes, I should say, and 2 decent goals. One first by Snodgrass, beautiful left foot volley, and a nicely well worked goal from Haller in the second one. So do you know what? I'm very happy. I'm very happy this half time. Matt, what about you?
And there's really not much to complain about, is there? Right?
Yeah.
And it's a rarity that we get to say at half time and say, "Oh no."
Yeah.
The only thing I could say is maybe look at a couple of the kids again in the second half because we've still got, as I said, I know we've only now got a few subs on the bench, but I think Connor Coventry's on the bench, so maybe you could see him come on maybe for Jack Wilshere at half time because I don't know how fit Wilshere is, to be honest.
Yeah, look, I think he's got better as the half has gone on, Wilshere, definitely. But look, let's bring in Anton. Can we bring in Anton? Is he going to give me a thumbs up? Anton, are you coming on?
He said no, mate.
No, I can't see it. Stel, are you coming on? I can't really. Is he coming on, Stel? Yeah, he is. Right, Stel. Good evening, Stel. How are you, my friend? I can't
hear you, mate. Muted yourself.
Oh dear. Hello?
Muted himself.
No.
Can't hear you either, mate.
No, totally gone. What are you doing?
Is it plugged in?
Hello, Stel. You're muted.
Your mic's muted on the actual screen. I can see it from here. Next to your name, your mic's muted. Unmute your mic. There you go. What about now?
How's that?
Oh,
there we go.
Finally.
Still in technology, mate. It does not mix at all.
Right, Stal, welcome to the halftime show. I don't know, it's just a continuation of us talking. What do you think of that first half, Stal?
Well, I've got to be honest with you. I only managed to get a link around about 35, 36 minutes. So I only managed to see the Haller goal. And I've got to say straight away, he deserves to start playing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Ooh,
it's not even bold. It's obvious. We need 2 up front. We need Antonio and Haller up front. He's on form. And it doesn't matter who you play against; he's scoring goals. But I've got to be honest, lads. I haven't seen the first half an hour, so you're gonna have to tell me how it went.
Well, to be honest, mate, it was much of a muchness of what you saw. Yeah. There was only about a 3-4 minute spell at the 10-minute mark when Hull had the ball for a bit, passing it about, but Randolph has had nothing to do. That literally zilch. The only time he touched the ball is when we've passed it back to him. But I don't think
really,
it's an actual shot at all.
So when we go forward, when we're on the front foot, teams can't cope. Am I right? Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely right.
So therefore, you know what I'm going to say. Pardon the missus behind me. Therefore, you know what I'm going to say. That's what we should be doing in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah.
You know. I mean, all this stuff about trying to be a bit coy, and I mean, we played well on Saturday against Arsenal, but if we had a striker on the pitch, we might have scored a goal or two. Well, another goal apart from Antonio. But
I did say about Haller, but
look, we have. I mean, we have. A changed team tonight, but we've got some decent performances out there. I've got to say, my long-term, who I've always been a critic of, Anderson, he's played really well. He's had some great touches. Alesi and Johnson in defence have played great. Balbuena's had an assured game. Ashby on the right-hand side, right-back position, played great. Johnson on the left, Ashby on the right have been playing really high up the pitch. So from our defensive setup style, where we always seem to be quite frail, or most of the time, we look really assured. Okay, I know we're playing against Hull, but we look assured. We look comfortable.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. You've got to put in a good performance, and you know this is what I know. Moyes is not there because he's gone off with
absolutely.
He's a bit sick, but this is where this is how we should continue the season because. We're not great at defending, as we all know. We can't contain a team, so we might as well go on the front foot, you know. And you never know what will happen. And it's good that you guys have said that that we're playing really well and we're containing. It doesn't matter who you play.
60% possession.
There you go. There you go. That's good. That's good.
Look, we spend 76% of the time in their attacking third.
Yeah. As a team, we seem to be playing for each other. The last 3 games, whoever's on the pitch, we seem to be gelling together as a team, as a squad of players, and are playing for each other. We don't seem to look like a group of individuals anymore. It seems if we are playing for each other, we're looking for passes, we're passing and moving, we're looking for space. And it is noticeable that is happening, and it's noticeable that we got the result against Charlton. We had a decent performance against Arsenal. Yes, we lost, that's the only thing that matters really at the end of the day. But and we're winning tonight. We're on the up. We're on the up here, I think.
So, I mean, from what you've seen, guys, I mean, a lot of people say about Arsenal, and we did well. All we did was just didn't score enough goals to win the game. From the lads that you've seen playing tonight, who would you promote to the first team? I mean, he did it with Masuaku when he played against Charlton, and he kept him in the team for Arsenal. Is there anybody there tonight that you've seen that you would say, I would promote so and so into Sunday's game against Wolves?
Matt, over to you.
I would play Anderson.
Oh, okay.
At number 10.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad shout. Yeah.
Because today he actually looks up for it. You know, the back end of last season when we was the post-lockdown, them last 9 games, he didn't look interested at all.
So would you drop Fornals for him? Is that the obvious choice?
Yeah, and it's nothing against Fornals, but I just think he gives you effort, but I don't think he's in much form at the moment. And he's had a few games.
Yeah.
And at the back end of last season, he wasn't in great form. He sort of was a bit up and down. He just, get the effort.
Yeah.
But if you're going to say, let's say he hasn't played Masuaku tonight, so I'm assuming that means that
he'll be safe for Sunday.
He'll be safe for Sunday.
Yeah.
The only options you can look at would realistically be the number 10. And
so Long Dark is saying Yarmolenko. So we got some options, haven't we, for a number 10? I guess he's playing outright.
Yarmolenko would play number. Yeah, but again, if he played, it'd be number 10.
Yeah,
that's the only position I'd look at right now.
So would you drop? I mean, Long Dark. Would you drop Bowen for Yarmolenko? I mean, I think there was somewhere that you said Yarmolenko's the one that's is the only. There we go. Troj. Yarmolenko's the only person who opens it up for us at the moment. Lanzini, Anderson, and Laird do not work well together.
Well, I disagree with that completely.
Okay.
I think they have been playing quite well together. Yarmolenko is definitely, we can't ignore Yarmolenko's performance so far because he's done really well.
Yeah.
But I think, all four of those and Haller have had a decent game. So, no, I disagree with that, actually, I'm afraid. Lanzini, I think, has done reasonably well. He's been like the unsung player, I would say, of the first half because he's had some great little link-up plays. He was yes, it was a bit of a weighted pass to Yarmolenko. Eventually got through to Yarmolenko for the second goal for Haller, but he still made it. So I think he's linking up quite well with Anderson as well. So it's an interesting question here. You say this about who would you start on Saturday because
good evening, young lad.
So difficult.
Come on, West Ham.
Come on, West Ham.
Come on, West Ham.
Before you went to bed.
Right there.
Say night to everyone.
Night.
Good night. Anton, you've got to get him off that Scottish accent, mate. I mean, it's bad enough having you.
Oh dear! Look, we've got a. It's an interesting thing about who would we drop, who would you start, because this is the dilemma that every manager wants to have. They want to have this dilemma to say, actually, there's a lot of my squad players who are playing really well. I've got to try and pick the best out of them.
Out of interest, Alf, who's...
Sorry, we've got a good starting 11 for Saturday, but we've also got a really good competitive bench.
Don't forget, there is one position. There is technically one position up for grabs anyway, because obviously Diop won't be playing.
Well, Diop won't play.
So then there is a position at centre back available.
Well, on tonight's performance, I'd have Alessi in there
over Balbuena.
Oh, do you know what?
I would. Yeah.
I think he's been. I've mentioned it so many times. Anton, you said it before the game. I've mentioned it so many times during the game. He looked so assured.
Well, that's unless we finally sign Tarkowski by the weekend.
We're not signing him, mate.
No,
we're not signing him.
We don't need him. We've got
50-50.
We don't need him. We've got Alessi.
Is that not 55?
Is that 50-50? Because
that was 50-50.
I'm sure it was only 50%. We offered him like $100,000 a week.
Oh dear. Anyway,
apparently, we've offered him a $70,000 pay rise. To come to West Ham.
So he's sitting there thinking, you know what? I like up north. My family likes up north.
Yeah.
But they're tripling my wages. I don't want to go West Ham, but for triple the wages, I might have to have a look.
I might drive up and down every weekend for the game. Yeah.
On what you said, Alf, someone's just put in the comments there. I think it's Scott Randall. Alessi is ready. Honestly, mate, I know. Again, respect the opposition. This is a League One opposition, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
it is,
at the end of the day, he's borderline standout defender in the two games that I've saw him play, and he's doing it again tonight. He's so calm on the ball.
And then
Balbuena have been fantastic and calm and reassured at the back tonight.
But here we are. Matt is trying to bring us down to earth. Not you, Matt, but Matt Fran Clusterhead. I love the name. We are playing Hull, people. That's why we look good.
Yeah.
Well, we can only play who we got.
Last year, we played Oxford in the Cup.
And we got trounced, and I was
Roberto,
there.
We played Roberto, Fredericks.
Ayeti played.
Yeah, but didn't we play? It was Balbuena and Diop in the back four with Masuaku. We played that back five and we shipped 4 goals.
Yeah, we sure did.
So you can't you say it's only Hull for granted.
Yeah, agreed.
Look, Long Dark Tunnel has said here in the comments that Alessi made a mistake. Well, look, all players make mistakes. It's just how many they make. And,
and also, as a kid,
yeah,
it's not just making the mistake, it's how you deal with afterwards.
And look, they've all done.
Case in point, in that 9-game run last year with Roberto, once he made one mistake in a game, you knew that was it. Like, it was left, you might as well just start shooting from 50 yards.
If you watch the game when Hull attack, and if our defender, when you watch the games in the Premier League, our defenders have always allowed the attacker to get in front of them. Now, again, respecting the opposition, Alessi in tonight's game has never allowed a defender to get in behind him. He's kind of playing the sweeper role. He's in behind the rest of the players, and he's clearing up and mopping up any mistakes that come through.
I've got a question. Who is managing the team tonight with Moyes not being?
It looks like
Irvine. Yeah. Right. So perhaps there's what Kieran says. Moyes won't play Allaire, never mind Alessi. With Moyes not being there on Saturday,
it'll be Irvine and Nolan, won't it?
They might change it a little bit. Mind you, Moyes will probably be going.
He'll have it going on, won't he?
Well, he won't be there. He won't be around the squad for 10 days, will he?
I would just say exactly, and I would just say, Moisey, didn't get your text message, so I'll put Alese in and Haller in. Sorry, mate, didn't get the text message.
Moyes is sitting at home on. Is it Sunday we're playing?
Sunday we're playing 7 p.m.
Moyes is sitting at home Sunday. Moyes is sitting at home Sunday having his Sunday roast dinner. The fuck is that team? He's getting on the phone. I didn't tell you to pick them.
What did you do?
Look, we've got another 45 minutes to go here. We've got another 45 minutes. I'm confident that if we keep it going, I think we're going to go out and get another couple of goals here. The players.
Well, I said 3-0, and I think it will be at least 3-0.
I think 4-0. I think we're good for a 4-0 here.
Well, that's why I said at least.
I'm going for an LA hat trick. 5-0.
Well, someone in the chat did say 5-0, didn't they?
There you go.
In the predictions before the game, with me and Alpha doing it, and someone in the chat did say 5-0.
I
said 3-0 last night. Hull making their second sub of the game.
Bradley,
it looks like.
You say Haller should be starting, that he's scoring goals. It's Hull. Mate, he can only score against the teams he's playing against.
Mate, Ajeti didn't score against West Brom or Oxford last year, did he?
Exactly.
He played them games.
And I was there for the game, and I remember when Ajeti came on.
Didn't he miss an absolute sitter?
Well, no, he stumbled over the ball. He was almost clear on goal, and he tripped over himself on the ball, right in front of all the away fans.
Right, lads, let's focus on the second half now. We're just about to kick off here. Just to confirm to everybody, West Ham have not made any substitutions. Is that correct?
No.
No, so it's the same team coming out. The Hull are just about to kick off now with their sub that came
right, lads. I will leave you to it, and I will come back in a little while.
Pleasure. See you then. Right, and it kick off here at the London Stadium, and they've only got 2 furlongs to go.
Right. I'm refreshing my stream quickly.
There you go. And the Hull
to see if I can.
Back. Oh, bit of a misplaced pass at the back there by Hull, but there we go. We mopped it up. Back to their keeper. And he's going to go for the long punt upfield, isn't he? Yeah. And hopefully they'll lose possession.
Right. I am on 45-25.
Yeah, 27 I am.
Yeah, I'm actually the same as you now.
Yeah, okay, bro.
I've just refreshed the stream.
Punt forward to... Oh, there we go.
Bit lucky.
Balbuena.
That's the rub of the green there, because that's the same thing that we had for the second goal.
Oh, there's a free kick there to
offside.
That was offside, was it? To Hull now. Just in the centre circle, pretty much, by the halfway line. And they're just about to take it now. Yeah, look, you could almost tell Hull are going to come at us a little bit more direct in this game, put our defence in a bit more pressure. Long ball gone forward there. Height. Oh, nicely cleared away from Alessi. He does look composed. I know what people are saying. He does look composed.
Good little turn from Haller.
Haller out to the right-hand wing to Yarmolenko. Oh, lovely forward to
Ashby.
Cleared away.
Good underlap from Ashby. And he's put it in across that for a cut for a corner. Well done, left there.
I've got to say, the players, Moyes or the whole coaching staff seem to have got the players understanding each other, playing with each other.
They understand how they want to play. Yeah.
Yeah, and
like I said before the game, playing the same formation. Players, when they come in, know what their job is.
Yeah.
And it's now looking like, don't forget, realistically, this is still pre-season. I mean, how many games of pre-season do you normally play?
Look, and those of you who are saying, "Oh, it's only Hull," but we played well against Arsenal as well, and they're a good outfit this season. So we're on the up, I think.
Ball in from Snoddy,
and they're cleared away by Hull.
Bullshit. Back to halfway line to go again.
Contact there with his header. And
that was unlucky. It was a clever ball from Ashby on the halfway line, trying to pick out Yarmolenko again. And it is, I know it is an opposition, but you also got to remember, as I keep saying, this is West Ham.
Yeah.
So lower league opposition does not matter in the slightest.
Oh, no, absolutely.
We all know this. Our history of lower league teams is absolutely shocking, which is why I'm genuinely surprised, considering we played Charlton in the last round and Hull in this round, that we haven't actually been on TV.
Well, I think
normally the TV games play because they know what do TV love more than anything? They love an upset.
Yeah, and goals as well. Loads of goals and upset. Yeah,
they want goals and they love an upset, and West Ham in the cup.
Oh, lovely
brilliant bit of play for Yarmolenko and Lanzini there.
Yeah. Back to Yarmolenko, coming down the right-hand side, just outside the penalty area. A little shimmy.
Back to
Lanzini. Inside
Lanzini wants to Anderson.
Oh, and look.
Back to Haller.
Haller
dragged it wide.
Shot.
Closed down.
Didn't quite get hold of it.
He'd struggled to get that in. He had I think he's going for a corner.
It's gone out for a corner. Yeah, sorry.
There was 2 or 3 players in front of him. He did get shut down quite quickly.
Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, it's come up for the defender there. But there we go. I don't think he made
good
a
little interchange from Lanzini and Yarmolenko down the wing. Little 1-2.
There is. They are playing well with each other. They are definitely playing well with each other.
But yeah, I'm quite surprised. I suppose.
Snodgrass in the corner now. Nice
whipped in.
There.
Back post.
Oh, this just gone out. Hole. Oh, there we go. Good. Well,
Wilshere. That's not our throw-in, Wilshere. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know.
That's not. It's theirs. They don't know it, and Wilshere just picked the ball up. So I think we're going to get it. What's he saying? Is he blown up for a free kick?
I don't know what he's done here. Actually, I can't see it.
They don't know, right? So this is a bit weird. The ref and the linesman have both looked at each other to work out whose throw-in it is. Now, from the camera angle, it looks like it should be Hull's.
No, so the ref is having a chat with their number 10 and Yarmolenko.
Yeah, Honeyman's saying we didn't touch it.
Okay.
But I think I think Wilshere pulled out of the tackle, and the whole player did a slide tackle. I think he's kicked it.
He's basically just saying, look, it might just before it gets out of hand, just calm it down a little bit. Make sure you're getting your tackles in properly and all that stuff.
But we've got the throw in because Wilshere picked the ball up pretty much.
Okay, so Johnson down the left-hand side.
Good play down there to Lanzini.
Lanzini. Oh, he's trying to find a way around Johnson. Oh, a little cut.
Unlucky.
Oh, unlucky. Little back heel.
Tried to play back heel.
Lanzini. Didn't quite work out. Oh, and that was.
I think they've given offside on Lanzini.
Okay, so a bit of confusion there, a bit in the game. There's a little bit of interesting decisions there.
It wasn't our throw-in. The Wilshere bottled out of the tackle, and the holder played. Well, it's either his midfielder or defender.
Yeah.
But he hit the slide tackle and kicked it into Wilshere, and it went out for a throw-in. Yeah. As soon as Wilshere left it for the throw-in, I'm like, well, it's not our ball. But somehow neither the linesman nor the ref saw it, which is a bit strange.
Right.
But maybe that would be the bit of injustice that kicked fires Hull, because Hull are now coming back forward on the attack.
Anyway, wherever you are in the world, and you're watching us doing this watch along, let us know in the comments where you're from. Let us know, and we'll give you a shout out as well.
Hull coming forward on the wing. Surely that's offside, linesman. Dink ball into the back post. Header. Up and over.
The bar.
First attempt.
There we go.
Wasn't on target.
But look, if they've got a cross in, we've got to watch that. This is what we're now.
He did look. No.
No, he was fine.
I think maybe they're Johnson.
I think it was Alessi who was keeping him way on the side. He was actually still quite deep in the centre of the penalty area.
Yeah, there was a lack of communication there because Johnson sort of gave up, thinking the offside flag would go up, but you should play at the whistle.
There we go.
So that's a bit of an experience, but they're kids, so they will be. This is a big opportunity and learning curve for them.
Yeah.
Come on, ref, he's got his hand all over him. Goal kick.
Okay.
Mopped up well by Ashby there. Across Johnson at fullback.
Oh, crikey, what are you on
Johnson into Anderson. Go on, Johnson. Lost the ball on a tackle. Snoddy bowled himself back in to win it back. Go on, Messi.
There we go. Out to
Yarmolenko on the wing.
Right-hand side. Cuts into the
middle. He's going for a shot. Check back again. Left foot.
Wow. Quite a way over the bar. I was being a little bit generous there to Yarmolenko. He did his usual on the right-hand side, picked the ball up, came into the penalty area on his left foot, and it just, I thought it was going to be a bit closer there, but it was.
He leant back and got underneath it.
Yeah, quite a way over.
He got his sandwich underneath that one as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, with a bit too heavy. That swing was a bit too. There we go.
It started well from Snodgrass and went in the middle of the park to change it round. Hold the clearance up the pitch.
Yeah, they're going for the big balls here. Hole, bit of straight down the middle. But look, Balbuena.
Yeah, it looks like they might have said, these are. It looks like the manager might have said at half time, these are kids in defence.
Yeah.
Start playing some long balls. Try and use your height and weight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's obvious this is their game plan here.
Well defended from Ashby there in the one-on-one situation.
Oh, nice.
Yarmolenko inside to Wilshere.
Wilshere's coming up through the
Wilshere wants the movement. He's overrun it. Wilshere got lucky once.
Wilshere, lucky so.
Somehow got lucky again. And, there's a brilliant turn.
That was a bit of luck, a bit of skill there from Wilshere. Beautiful ball forward.
Back into Lanzini.
Lanzini forward
to Anderson.
Anderson on the left hand side of the penalty area.
Cut it back. Just swept up at the end. Bit of luck, bit of skill from Wilshere there. And West Ham are away again.
I am getting very excited here. But when you've been starved of good passing possession football for the last 4 or 5 years or whatever it's been, however long it's been, this is so good to watch. Right, throwing in. Lanzini back to Snoddy. Snoddy to Alesi.
That was a bit.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Oh, Wilshere.
Back into Wilshere.
Yeah, look, that's all right. Look, I think they're showing a bit of their class now above the whole players.
Ball down the line to Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko cuts it forward.
Into the back post for Anderson. Good defending.
Anderson was waiting for that on the edge of the 6-yard box. Well cleared.
They have sort of the last couple of minutes been put to 6. They're at 6s and 7s at the back now, Hull.
Oh, crikey. So close.
Yeah, they seem to have the injustice of the throw-in, and that sort of fired them up. And but in firing them up, they've come forward more, and it's left the gaps at the back. Which we're now starting to exploit.
Right. Here we go.
Ball into the back post. Cleared out for potentially another corner.
Oh no!
Is that a penalty? It's a penalty. Must be. He's just booked one of their players. So surely that means it's a penalty. He's just booked one of the centre backs. Yes, a penalty.
It's a penalty. West
which
Ham.
Yarmolenko's going to take.
Ross Budden, Mr. DJ, who actually played a bit of extra music for me before the game.
You can see he's got his hands all over Haller.
Oh yeah.
Haller didn't stay to the ground. Haller just went. Haller didn't try and stay up.
He just said, "Look, come on."
The defender knew because straight away he went over arguing to the rest. He knew what he'd done. Yarmolenko to take the penalty.
I'm not looking at the comments, everybody. I'm not looking at the comments. I just want to watch the feed here.
I'm not reading the comments.
Don't watch your feed. Just listen to my voice. Yarmolenko is just running up now. He's just about to take that bottom left.
Wrong way.
It's a beautiful penalty. Really assured. 3-0 West Ham. Good night, Vienna. Thanks very much. Glass of wine for me. All round. Matt, over to you.
It was a composed penalty. I wouldn't have picked him as the penalty taker.
Do you know what I'm surprised?
It was a composed finish.
I thought Yarmolenko, not Yarmolenko, sorry, Haller would have taken one actually.
Well, Haller was the penalty taker for Eintracht Frankfurt, wasn't he? Yeah. So
that's what I thought.
I thought maybe even Snodgrass to take it, but Yarmolenko stepped up.
Nice.
Sent the keeper the wrong way. 3-0.
Are you feeling good about West Ham tonight, Matt? The way we're playing?
It is, which is nice for once, because we don't normally... I didn't see the Charlton game, so I didn't get to enjoy any of this from the Charlton game.
Yeah.
But,
look, I've always said this, when we're fearing relegation and everything like that, I said, look...
It's horrible, isn't it? So you need to enjoy the good moments when they come.
But I said, the grand scheme of things, whether we stay up or whether we go down, it's actually how you feel about how West Ham play against whoever the opposition is in whichever league you're playing. If they're playing well and getting good results and you love watching the football that we play, that's all that matters at the end of the day. I know we keep on harping on about being in the Premier League and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, you just want to watch us play well and get a result. Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? I can't be wrong, surely. I surely can't.
No, I mean, the ideal world, you get the result. The ideal world, you play well and get the result.
Yeah, and stay in the Premier League.
In the not so ideal world, you get the result.
Yeah.
But when you're not playing well and you're not getting the result, that's when you don't like it.
But hopefully we can build on from this. This is what I've been saying for the last few years.
Well,
you know, it was
we had the game
infuriating.
against Charlton, and then we went and played Arsenal, didn't we? We still played well against Arsenal. We might have lost, and we shouldn't. How we lost? We shouldn't have lost. We played enough to win that game.
But look, we've got.
And you just hope that today we can take it forward again.
Yeah, on Saturday. No, it's not Saturday. Who are we playing?
Lanzini's on the floor at the moment, absolutely flattered by their centre back.
Yeah, he really did get a good hoik in there. Game on Sunday we're playing, aren't we? Against
Sunday, 7 o'clock, I think Stell said, against Wolves.
7 o'clock, is it? Okay, so I thought it was a bit later.
What Stell said.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock against Wolves. They just got a bloody nose from Man City. Let's see. That could be quite an open game, and they are a quality side, Wolves. So that'll be an interesting game. Ashby took it on the left-hand side.
Oh, surely that's a foul.
No, I think
swept up by Lanzini.
Lanzini's got the ball. Yarmolenko again. Lanzini, nice little interchange there between Yarmolenko and Lanzini.
Oof.
Oh, Lanzini
he's going to be clattered
again. Come on, referee. Referee, come on. He's being targeted now. That's virtually in exactly the same position. Lanzini's got clattered, and their number 10, their sub from the first half, has just got a yellow card for his trouble. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well,
you know what? If that was the Premier League, he'd be gone.
That was a late challenge.
That was late, and it was Studs first, and on his ankle.
Yeah.
If we had VAR, if it's Premier League, he'd probably be gone.
Snodgrass, Yarmolenko
with it in.
Headed
out. Controlled by Anderson.
Oh, lovely.
Ball over the top for Lanzini.
Oh, no.
No. Kept in. Lanzini flick. Saved.
Oh,
no. Anderson on the wing to recover it.
God.
He's got the defender.
It's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters.
1-2 with Lanzini. Anderson again.
Listen, come on.
Back out to Snoddy.
Ashby on the right
Switch
hand.
to the other side to Ashby.
Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko.
Left foot.
Outside the left foot. Oh, cleared again.
There we go.
And it all comes from that quick free kick from Lanzini.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Again, one of them scoop balls over the top from Anderson to Lanzini. But he could not get that down on the chest.
That ball.
Couldn't bring it down, could he, Lanzini?
Yeah, he punted it.
And he went for that clever flick at the near post.
It was almost
come off his shoulder, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, just not quite right. Oh, who's this? Hull making another.
Hull making is that a double sub? Yes, double sub.
It is.
So that's their last 2 subs. Wilkes is coming on, the main man up front. So they're giving it a go.
Hold on, wait a minute. No, this is their 4th. That's 4 subs.
No, they made one in the first half. They didn't make one at half time.
I thought they made one at half time as well.
No, they didn't. I checked.
Oh, didn't they?
They didn't. Okay. The guy was just doing his boots up.
Ah, right. Okay.
But they've just taken off one of the centre forwards they had on and put another one on, and he was the main centre forward, Wilkes. Long ball down the line for Haller. Haller down in the corner flag. He's trying to hold the ball up. He's still got the ball.
Oh, lovely little ball into Unlucky.
Tried to slip it inside. He couldn't have done much more there, Haller. He was holding the ball up against 3.
Yeah, that's right. And bit of
sounded out in the end. Snoddy's putting the pressure on.
We are putting the pressure on.
Pass through it now. Swept up by Johnson. Brilliant ball from Johnson to Snoddy. Oh, Snoddy bottled it. Picked up by Lanzini. Lanzini to Haller. Back to Lanzini. Lanzini coming forward.
Oh, that's right. Yarmolenko. It's the penalty area. It's got to be
right foot. Oh, he went on his right foot.
Come on.
Right foot this time. And you know he hasn't got a right foot. You know he ain't got a right foot, Yarmolenko.
In all fairness to Yarmolenko, he's thinking, I should have had that. He knows it himself.
He actually had time, considering that his go-to move is get it on his left foot. He didn't have the time to get it on his left foot there.
Yeah, look, we've got a message here from Luke, one of our own, of course, at Irons United. I like the fact we're still looking lovely.
There we go.
Lively. And keep creating chances, even though we're so comfortable. Nice to see. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Right. How are you watching the game, Alfie, Abbott? We're watching the live feed from
we're the Poggle Saps that actually paid the money.
Yeah, we pay them. Well, we're paying the money so we can commentate it for you guys. That's what we're doing.
We actually paid the £10 each. Ball over the top from Yarmolenko, looking for Lanzini. Oh, a bit of pace there from Lanzini. You haven't seen that in a while. Yeah. Inside to Snoddy.
Snoddy, come on. Back to Lanzini.
Back inside to Lanzini. He's looking for a run. Oh, out to Anderson. Back to Lanzini.
This is
just dictating the play now. Johnson with a big switching ball, looking for Ashby.
Kicked it
Back into the ball. Good bit of defending there in the end.
Haller was just sizing it up for a right
Poised.
half volley. Yeah, poised. That's the word I was looking for. There we go. Great.
Haller into Wilshere.
Yeah.
Anderson bottled out of that.
He did. You could tell that was going to be
swept up by Johnson down the fullback position. But I suppose, like you said earlier about maybe bringing Bowen on. Oh, that's a missed kick from
Randolph.
Kick from Randolph. Swept up by Snodgrass.
But that's all right.
Back to Randolph again.
And he hoofs it up the field.
I suppose, like you said about, do you want to risk Bowen? I suppose at this point, Anderson pulling out thinking we're 3-0 up. I'm not risking a foul injury when we're 3-0 up. Solid defending there from Johnson again.
Do anything silly here.
That Wilkes sold Wilshere a dream.
And
crossed in, and that's an awful crossing from the fullback.
Wherever, yeah. So gone for a goal kick, West Ham. Are we looking for a sub? We are possibly. No. Irvin's just giving.
Irvine's giving some. I don't know what he's doing on the touchline. Giving instructions.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's just doing that a bit more. Maybe just trying to shore it up on the right because they allowed the cross to come in, making sure that Johnson is covering properly, possibly.
Oh, they're cutting out a short ball hole, forcing us to kick it long, but you do have Haller up front, and he won the header, but no one was close enough to get onto the second ball. And they've gone back to their goalkeeper for a clearance. Big kick. It wasn't too big, that one, halfway line. But he's looked a bit of a unit, this guy, since he's come on. He's made a bit of difference for him. Wilkes. And picked him out on the...
Okay, good. I'm just looking through the comments here again. Arrived 66, thanks very much for joining. Once again, the team that we're playing, Moyes' second team, the team that wins games. So we will have a losing team in our league game. With Moyes once again destroying new confidence. Do you know what? I'm going to...
I don't think he did. I think because the way we played against Arsenal showed confidence.
Yeah, I think
he didn't change formation, did it?
I think we've got a strong squad here.
Ashby looks in a lot of trouble on the floor here.
Oh yeah, he's a late.
He got absolutely clattered again. I tell you what, I said at half time, it's not been that sort of game. But in the second half, they have left.
They got another yellow card.
He's booked in.
Yeah, another yellow card there. He did go in really late. Here we go. Right,
it was one of them big balls out to the fullback position, and Ashby won the header, and he's just gone straight through him. Right.
Charlie Harrison here. Starting to think I should pay the EFL £10 every time West Ham play. Do you know what, Charlie?
If we keep winning,
that's not a bad shout.
if we win every time, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, no, we actually got the medical team running over here.
There we go. Yeah.
I don't know what he's holding. Something. He's not happy. I don't think.
Is that his groin?
They've got the oxygen tank out. So he's not happy about something. I don't know if he's broken a rib or he landed on his shoulder, but the old golf buggy's out with a stretcher on it, and they got the gas tank out. All the people out there with their PPE and their face masks on.
Well, that's just standard practice now with full PPE now. They're in what they call level 2 PPE, but these guys, they're not wearing the big hazmat suits. They're just wearing, gloves.
The aprons and a face mask and gloves. He did not... I can't
actually tell what he's holding, where he's wincing.
No,
because he's moving his knees and his legs, but he's not.
Because I don't know. Because he landed. It's not just that he got clattered. If you saw the replay, he fell on top of the player. So I don't know if it's shoulder or if he's done his ribs or something.
I can't actually see what he's done. I'm just waiting for a replay.
No, the cameraman's pulled away now. I don't know if that was intentional or not because they were going towards his arm. So I don't know if he dislocated his shoulder. Which would be a shame for the kid.
Yeah, because he's played really well tonight. Really worked well on the right-hand side. Really worked well with Yarmolenko. Some good understanding there as well.
Haller and Wilshere having a chat.
Yeah, I mean, and why not? Same time. And so we've got
Longello's coming on.
Yeah, Longello and Boulay. So he
plays left back.
Yeah, he's
left back. I think Ashby is coming off.
Yeah,
Johnson's going to move across to the right hand side.
Right.
It would
Johnson
look like.
over to the right hand side. This is what we're predicting anyway. Johnson over to the right hand side. Longello, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Play left back.
who also has just come up from the under-23s. He actually started his career as a midfielder. Then he went up front, and he actually had quite successful up front. But this season, or this last season, he's been playing left back. So he's been doing quite well in that left back position.
He's still down on the floor. Ashby.
Look, everybody who's watching the stream, I am not the font of all knowledge. I honestly just Googled his name before the game and read his bio.
He's thorough with his research.
But I tell you what, everybody's thinking, how does he know about this player? Well, I can Google. That's
he's sitting up.
I'll be honest with everybody there.
He's sitting up, Ashby, which is good, but he has got the oxygen mask. Well, not the mask. They have
he's got Entonox. He's basically taking some light pain relief there. He's got him.
They've got the gas mask there, and he's holding his arm. So I don't know if that's
take out of his mouth.
They've got an oxygen tank there.
Yeah, oxygen. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I wonder.
They're holding his arm, which makes me wonder. He's holding his fingers. So it makes me wonder, did he dislocate a finger?
I don't know.
Because he just tucked his arm in.
I don't think that's
his
shoulder.
Yeah, no, look at his finger. I think that's his. Is it the little finger or the one next to it?
That looks a bit wonky.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit.
That little finger, I think he might have broke like one or two fingers there.
You'd be
I think he's broke a finger.
That's all right. Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, you still need to take it away and strap it up. So
that's right. Fair enough. Well, get well. So
Johnson has come across.
Well. He's playing really well. So Johnson on the right hand side. We've got
Longjello
on the left hand side. All else is staying the same.
And that was a long. Was that a 4-5 minute delay? That was a long delay.
It's going to overrun tonight, lads. It's going to overrun. Okay, long ball up from the keeper, their keeper. Putting pressure on. Head over. They're cutting in the left and right hand side. Through the keeper's legs. Goal, Hull City. They've pulled one.
And that was straight from Longjello, who did not look very comfortable there at all. Having praised Ashby and Johnson.
Do you know what?
The substitute, the centre forward,
wasn't he? Look, he was
the centre forward we spoke about last night. Will
slightly out of
flick on, and he's just out-muscled him. He's just out-muscled the kid.
He is.
And then he's put it through Randolph's legs. And out of absolutely nothing, Hull were back in it.
Unlucky. Right, look, 3-1. Come on, we've got to keep our composure. Focus now. Focus. That's what we want.
Which was Ant's prediction, by the way.
Misplaced pass there from Anderson. Right. And then we got free kick to West Ham.
Unless he's winning the foul. But it's not great for confidence, is it, for poor Longjello?
No.
I mean, in fairness, he doesn't look. You can never tell from the camera, but he doesn't look.
This is
well built. He doesn't look like he's filled out yet.
Yeah. But look, he's just come on. Look, and lots of players when they come on.
Up to game speed, was he?
You were absolutely right, and that happens all the time. So let's not destroy the lad. You've got
to hope it just doesn't destroy him. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's what I meant as well. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, it won't destroy his confidence. Yeah. Okay.
He needs to take it on the chin and go again.
Hull, they've got a throw in on their left hand side, just past the halfway line. And coming through here, right? They're playing out
switched it across the other side.
They've got a bit of purpose here, Hull. They could probably sense there's a little bit of
uncertainty
uncertainty within the West Ham side right now
with the enforced change.
They're peppering.
And again,
Longjello.
That's a foul.
Yeah. Look, so
again, the centre forward Wilkes.
Yeah,
pulled off onto Longjello.
They're causing a few issues now. Hull, watch out, West Ham. Watch out. Look, they're playing smart. They know. Let's attack that left back who's just come on. He's not to match speed. Longjello, I've got to say, he looked a little bit gangly with his leg there. Left it.
Yeah, it wasn't
dangling out there, and that's what he caught the foul. Yeah, got to watch that. Right, Randolph setting up the wall. We've got a 4-man
free kick for Hull here.
Yeah, Anderson has stepped off as well. We've got Lanzini sort of hanging around just on the edge of the penalty area.
You've got Yarmolenko Alessi, Haller, and Snoddy in the wall.
Yeah, here we go.
Anderson just wide of the wall. He's had a quick
cleared
in.
away and safely gathered by Randolph. Look, West Ham, we've got another 20 odd minutes to go. We've got to keep on top of this. Got to keep on top of it.
But there'll be after, you know, the goal was one of them where he hadn't settled in and they've picked him out, and, you know, tactically wise, it was a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
And that will give him confidence. And you know, the next 5-10 minutes, you just got to be, can you be professional enough to actually see the 5-10 minutes out where Hull will get their confidence up?
Yeah.
All they need to do is keep doing what they've been doing.
Anderson, just, dinking forward.
Go on. We've gone back to Longello.
Longello on the left-hand side. Anderson
back to
into Lanzini.
Johnson short. Johnson's recovered it.
All the way across onto the right hand side.
That is one of the ones where we said about the fullbacks playing high. Good ball there from Barbuena out to Lanzini, very high up on the wing.
On the right hand side with Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko's gone for a big switching ball out to Longello on the opposite wing.
Control level on the left.
Brought it down, crossed it in for Lanzini. Again.
He controlled it with his chest, but moved it away from the goal. So it's just, poor control there by Lanzini.
One back by Anderson to Snoddy, back to Wilshere. Wilshere's going to spray this out to Yarmolenko on the wing. Ball over the top, looking for Haller.
Haller is
on the edge of the box.
Penalty area.
He's looking for some help.
Yeah, he is.
Back to Lanzini, 25 yards out. Lanzini over the top for Yarmolenko. On the chest. Squared it. No one gambled.
It's there.
Back to Lanzini. No one gambled on the ball from Snoddy, 25 yards out. On the wing to Anderson.
To the penalty area. Nice in the ball.
Inside to Lanzini. Lanzini right foot. Oh my God.
Yeah, right foot over the. That's in Deptford now. That is. Crikey.
I think he actually found the upper tier with that one. Before that was a brilliant ball from Yarmolenko over the top for was it Lanzini over to Yarmolenko or Yarmolenko over to Lanzini?
Yeah, I've got to say I've been praising Lanzini tonight, but also he's had about 3-4 opportunities to pull.
Where his first touches let him down. Yeah.
His first touch has let him down. He's had the opportunity to pull the trigger, and he
looks like someone that has quality and is out of form.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And absolutely. It's if he's playing regular football and in form, that's the sort of thing where you wouldn't think about it. He just touch, shoot, or just shoot.
Yeah.
Whereas not playing regularly, not being in form, it's almost like, you second question yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
But absolutely. We've got the throw in here down in the left back position with Longello. Snoddy's trying to point him where to go. Snoddy's played a short one. Snoddy's trying to play it out. Longello, that's a handball, ref.
Handball. So free kick West Ham. Just level with the penalty area on the left hand side.
Almost exactly where the throw in was, to be honest.
Yeah.
Randolph's going to get.
No, it's all right. He's cocked it out.
Trying to turn himself into Prime Bartes there.
Yeah, Johnson
played Johnson short on the ball, and Johnson couldn't recover it.
Couldn't really. It's a throw-in hole. That's what it means. It's
about 35 yards out. Yeah,
25 minutes on.
Johnson done the right thing.
Minutes, I would say, in the game. Yeah,
he played him a bit short. Johnson just put it out of play. If Johnson had tried to keep that in play, one's where we'd have been caught at the back.
Throw into Hull, left hand side. They're knocking it forward. There we go. Inside. And
good tackle from Barbuena.
Yeah.
Back up to our 40 yards, and West Ham are now pushing out pressing.
Definitely Hull playing with
They are. Since the goal.
Yeah.
Good tackle from Yarmolenko. Wilshere bottled it again.
Here we go. Cleared away by Anderson.
Well, good defending by Anderson. What a ball. Go on, Haller. Go on, Haller.
They are. Here we go. Come on, he's cutting on the left.
Cut inside. Where's the support?
The penalty area. Come on. There we go. Somebody take a shot, for goodness sake. Anderson.
Back to Anderson. Bends it. Oh,
it's a corner.
You know what? I feel sorry for Haller there, because all that was, was a clearance from Anderson.
Desperate.
He turned it into a brilliant counter-attack ball. And he sprinted and he beat two players. He held it up. He cut inside. And there was four of them there. Snoddy, Anderson, Lanzini, and Yarmolenko.
Square it to
and
me.
You see the end of it. Haller just looked at his feet and he just fell almost to his knees. Like, are you serious?
I know.
How did one of you not score there?
But look, Anderson cleared it from our own penalty area, and he's raced up there eventually
to get there. He's the one that had the shot. Yeah.
He's done all right, Anderson. And Lanzini and Snoddy.
But Haller was doing something I said he wouldn't do.
Yeah,
Snoddy whips. That's a bad one, Snoddy. There's me at the start saying, Haller won't do that running, and he's done it. In fairness to him.
His first bad dead ball delivery tonight.
Brilliant 1-2 for Lanzini. Lanzini trying to dig a cross out. He's got one out.
Oh, there we go.
Surely that's a penalty.
I don't know. I think he fell back there in the penalty area.
Well, he had his hands on both his shoulders, pulling him down. It's not a penalty.
I've got my referee.
Good ball to Lanzini. Lanzini flicks on for Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko
back to Lanzini. Lanzini skipped inside.
Oh, that's
Snoddy.
shot. Well
good
down
save
by the keeper. Well down by the keeper. I think that was a Wilshere.
Hull have got a guy down in their penalty box, but the keeper's taking a quick one to try and exploit it. And you know what? That was a Lessie. That was brilliant.
Nice.
That was. They've ended up picking up a foul, I think, off Johnson tracking back.
Let's have a look.
Snoddy drilled it hard and low, but it was too much down the middle.
Was it right? Okay.
Header saved, spilt by Randolph. I'm sorry, we can't give anything else because they were showing a replay, and then all of a sudden, is it Wilkes? No, it was someone else. It wasn't Wilkes.
What are you doing? Come on, let's keep up with the play. There we go. We've got Haller. Haller takes a
Johnson sprinting ball for Longello.
Nice.
I was about to say, I don't know if that was a touch or a pass. I was about to say it was an awful touch, but it went straight to Anderson's. I think it was a pass.
Lanzini.
Lanzini, that was a bit of a...
Anderson back
to Anderson. Snoddy on the halfway line, in the middle to Wilshere. Wilshere back to Snoddy. Snoddy switching.
Matt, should we be looking...
pressing on Balbuena?
I've got a feeling...
Good ball again from Balbuena.
Yeah.
Go on, Longello. Get the throw-in out of it.
No. It's there as it came off then.
How's he not got the throw-in out of it?
Yeah, no, it did come off.
Hull took a quick free kick, and it was whipped in by the right back from deep, and one of the centre forwards had pulled on to the back of Johnson for that chance. Comfortable save in the end for Randolph, but he did spit it, and wasn't exactly in a rush to pick it up again, was he? West Ham have somehow not given a foul away there.
You know what? There's about 4 or 5 players that were just knocking into each other. So West Ham on the attack now with Yarmolenko. Outside. Johnson.
Good tackle. We might go. They won't go back for VAR here, but
do you know what? A little ounce more on that ball, and
he just slightly undercut the pass.
Yeah, slightly,
just enough to.
Good idea
for the defender to dangle a leg.
Yeah, good idea.
Good ball.
So I can't see. Is that Johnson on the far side with the throw in? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it's Ben Johnson.
Yarmolenko is looking right down there, and then we got Haller.
Short to Haller. I tell you what, they're still putting a foot about Hull.
They are. Luckily,
results in from earlier. Watford lost 3-1 to Newport, and Brentford beat West Brom on penalties. I don't know if either of them put big teams out or not. I don't know if, I can't imagine Watford are interested in it this year. They need a promotion. I can't imagine West Brom are interested. Big long ball up.
No, Matt, I never big up myself, but look at this. Listen to this. Right. Arrived 66. Alf, watching you guys with my mate and his missus. And we've known each other for about 25 years. She just told me that you are the hottest bloke she's seen in years. Her husband is a northerner, though. I've got to say, bless you all.
I'm about to say, it's still on the background on a second account. How much have you paid Stell to write that comment? Go on, Anderson's in.
Anderson's in. Come on.
To Haller. Cut out.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, how much have you paid Stell to make a second account and write that comment?
I don't know. What can I say? What can I say? I have my magnetic charm,
What is it, £10 a comment these days?
It must be. I'm collecting.
Got to make that.
All right, here we go. Longello is about to take a throw-in.
Bit of movement in front of him. Just Lanzini. Lanzini clipped it back to Snodgrass. Snodgrass into Lanzini again.
Lanzini doing all right here.
Back to Alessi. Alessi all the way back to Randolph.
Calm.
Yeah, we're comfortable.
Calm and controlled.
We're comfortable.
Randolph there, just deciding what he wants to do with the ball.
One for them little dinks to the fullback again, and Johnson got a head on it. Oh, it's on to Yarmolenko.
There we go. Got it.
Looking at cut inside. He's inside.
Come on, somebody take a shot.
Snoddy on the right foot. Oh. Snoddy on the right foot is not what you want.
just
Sorry.
He laid it off really nicely behind.
I don't know if that was even meant for Snodgrass. I don't think that. I think he got caught. Oh
No, it was for.
So we've just joined back to Randolph punching a ball out from the 6-yard box. Again, we don't know what's happened. Yarmolenko under a bit of pressure at the back to Randolph to calm it down.
Yeah.
Randolph clears up the pitch. Haller doesn't. Well, he did win the header, but he's won the foul as well. Pushing the back. I think that's the first time in this game he's actually been given one of them.
Do you know what? But Hull in this sort of last 10 minutes or so, they have had 3 or 4 chances when the first half
they've given it a go. In fairness,
they've given it a go.
I don't know why. I don't know why they waited till they were 3-0 down and then brought in another centre forward to then go and give it a go.
Yeah. But look, Wilshere,
in fairness to him,
popping up. Alesi is just nice little ball forward there to Anderson.
Ball into Anderson, flick round the corner.
Lucky, and Hull have got possession again. They're coming forward, playing with a bit more purpose now. Hull down the right hand side.
Poor pass, and Longjello just sweeps it up back down the line.
I'm not so sure that pass was the right thing to do, but there we go. Look, it went down the line. I
think it was more of a clearance, wasn't it? Anything else?
Yeah, it was, but it was a blind clearance.
On the wing, on the left wing, crossing low.
Come on, Yarmolenko. Get
Yarmolenko.
Nice little ball forward.
Over the top, looking for Haller.
Out. One intercepted there by their left back.
Knocked out for a throw-in. And I'll tell you what, I'll give it to Haller, because before this game, I sat there and said he's not going to do the running. That's not his job.
Do you know what? Yeah.
He's shown today that
absolutely.
He may not have I won't say the lightning pace, but he may not have the explosive pace of Antonio.
Yeah, he hasn't got.
But he has shown.
That's for sure.
No, but he has shown he is mobile and he will run the channels.
Yeah,
he showed David Moyes. Look, if this is the way you want to play, I can do it.
Yeah, he's definitely.
And fair play to him.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He's rising to the challenge.
Yeah, he's definitely putting a shift tonight, and I commend him for that. Unlucky there. Out to Anderson.
Piercing run through the middle from Lanzini, but he overhit the pass.
Great run, and it just overhit.
Is that Conor Coventry warming up there, just in front of him?
I can't see. There. I think it is. Yeah, I think you're right. There we go. In the high vis, you mean?
Because
I think it was.
Because we've still got 2 subs left.
Yeah, we have.
In typical David Moyes fashion, when he's not even there, we've still got 2 subs left in the 85th minute.
Right.
He's miles offside. He was miles offside. I suppose we have only got Coventry, Silver, and Bowen we can bring on. Unless you want to give David Martin a run at centre mid.
Do you know what? I would bring on Silver now. I would rest Haller and say you've done all right tonight, Haller. Come on, off you go. Let's bring on Silver.
I'd give Bowen a run out. To be fair, I'd give him 5 minutes.
No, I wouldn't. I know I'm being.
I know it's a sentimental thing, but I'd be like, you know what, it's 3-1.
No room for sentimentality here. Oh no.
That, or I'd bring on Coventry for Wilshere. Wilshere has played 85 minutes now.
Yeah, look, again, all the players pretty much, yes, individuals have made mistakes and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to agree with that. But as a team, as a collective, it's been
a good performance.
We've played well.
Come out of this ball with Jack Wilshere. Wilshere, that was an awful pass, and I mean awful. But he won it back, and he's driving through the middle. Haller, shoots.
Come on.
Haller giving his best Yarmolenko impression there.
Do you know
that was about the same position and same shot as Yarmolenko.
With 3 attempts, I think. 3 attempts. Lanzini with an attempt. Now Haller all over the bar. They're all trying to find the Northern Star. Oh, my God.
We're trying to find Stratford International, mate.
Sure, dear. Right.
Long ball forward again. Dealt with by Alesi. Good head as well. He got distance on it. Well brought down by Yarmolenko.
No, a bit of ping pong.
And he's just kicked it against. He's just played a 1-2 off the chest of the whole player.
Out to Anderson.
Big switching ball.
He's
go on, Anderson. Go on.
Anderson. Go on.
That's harsh.
It was a bit harsh, but he's showing a bit of. Spit and vinegar.
He jumped up for the header. Spit for the header, turn round.
There we go. That's what we like. Bit of passion. bit of aggression. Get in there. Hold.
Big switching ball.
Big search. Yeah.
Balbuena's then set up.
He took a
I
snapshot.
say Balbuena with a. It was a questionable header back across the edge of the penalty box.
Yeah.
But the number 10 Honeyman just done his best Yarmolenko impression. I think he hit the
as well, but snapshot and he just leant back in it.
He was never he was never set for that shot either. He just knew I'm not going to get a chance here. I'm going to have to shoot. And I think that's the worst shot we've seen so far. And Haller's and Yarmolenko's weren't exactly great.
When he took that shot, Randolph was looking at him going, "Is that it? Is that what you're going to do?" You know. By the way, nice ball.
Good flick on from Haller. Yarmolenko. Just lost that. Well, did have the strength that time. Big switching ball. Good clearance. Found the halfway line again. Oof. Nearly ended up being a sneaky ball because everyone told him to run past it. But he got it cleared past the halfway line. And the position he was in, running backwards towards his own goal, was a good clearance.
The halfway line now with Hull.
I'm sure that's David Moyes on the touchline because why have we not made more than one sub? You said we still got Coventry and Silver on the bench.
Probably in his ear. Don't make any subs. Don't make any subs. There we go. Well, everybody, we got another a couple of minutes. I'm sure it's going to be 4 or 5 minutes added on time here. But
just for Ashby.
I hope you've enjoyed the
offside there.
I hope you've enjoyed the match. We've been excited.
We tried to make it entertaining
as well. Always don't forget to subscribe. Tell all your friends about Irons United. As always, leave comments and send us messages and all that kind of good stuff. We're going to be back again for another match day for previews, reviews, opinion pieces throughout the week. Most days of the week we're going to come out with a video as well. So we're all going to be at it. We're all trying to give you as much content. And if West Ham keep on playing like this, giving us entertaining football,
how we're running the back four right now.
No
one's closing down yet. Passed inside, shot. Straight at Randolph.
You see that, Matt?
That was the first time they've got free midfield there.
Yeah, it was.
And they were 5-on-4 against the back four there.
That was. But look, if we're playing well like this, on the whole, we're coming out of good performances, and we're getting the results, which is, what we're all here about, what it's all about at the end of the day. Guess what? I'm a happy camper.
Flick on.
Haller. Nice little
to Lanzini.
Lanzini
actually lost out on the ball there.
He was
got pinched, got his pocket pinched there, Lanzini. Longello's lost that to the centre forward again.
He's
looking to cut inside.
Oh, beautiful.
Brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle, Longello.
Oh, that was Bobby Moore-like.
Anderson now putting forward. Anderson looking to switch out to Yarmolenko. He's gone inside to Lanzini. He had to put in Haller, surely. Into Haller. Haller, round the goalkeeper. 4-1.
Is it offside? No, it's not.
Oh, they're celebrating.
It's 4-1. 4-1.
And that all comes from that brilliant tackle from Longello at left back.
If you've not seen this, guys, you've got to watch this. We thought, here we go. He's lost the ball again, Longello. But he recovers. He makes a cracking interception.
Anderson plays a ball into middle for Lanzini, and this time he actually gets the ball out of his feet. Definitely onside, Haller. And he just rounds the goalkeeper.
I thought he was offside, but look at the replay now. He's absolutely fine.
Yeah, you could see he was standing on the edge of the box, and there was someone inside the penalty box, so he was definitely onside.
And I'm
and the composure.
Over the moon for Haller for getting that goal. Look, four goals. Hey, not bad.
I think someone said 4-1, did they not?
Somebody did, yeah. I don't know who that was. It certainly wasn't me. I said 4-0, but there we go. So, good shout. Whoever.
But like we said, 5 minutes of injury time.
Well done. 5 minutes added time now. Anderson, that's it. Got Anderson getting in amongst them.
Go on.
Lanzini.
Look around the corner for Anderson.
And
back into Lanzini.
This is great ball. Bit of a free kick there. Yeah.
Put it on his shirt. Taken quickly.
Anderson.
Down the wing for Anderson.
They can smell.
Anderson pulled it back in.
It's gonna be
Oh! 5-1.
Beautiful goal. A beautiful goal. Lovely breakaway down the left-hand side. Crossing ball into the penalty area by Anderson. And
I don't know what Yarmolenko wants the ball for. He's asking for the ball, isn't he, from the goalkeeper?
I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know what all that was about.
He wanted the ball, didn't he?
There we
That
go.
is 2 in a minute, and it all come from the quick.
Beautiful.
It all come from that quick free kick from Lanzini.
Yeah.
Anderson picked out Yarmolenko on the edge of the box. Yarmolenko on his left foot this time.
Somebody
bent
did,
it beautifully into the far
did
corner.
predict this at the start. Somebody said 5-1. I know that. Somebody did say it. Because
we just scored 2 in a minute, so there's still potentially 4 minutes left because we've only had about a minute of that added time.
Yeah, another 2.5 minutes to go. Yarmolenko.
Potentially a little bit more. Could be 3.5. 90 plus 1, Haller. 90 plus 2, Yarmolenko.
Yeah, doing all right here, boys. There we go.
And Longello won his header against the centre forward.
Yeah, Anderson
tracking back.
has put on.
He's still not finished.
Night. He's wanted it. He's been up.
All
for
the
it.
guys tonight have put in and showed, look, we can do what you want, Moyes. We can play the way you want. We can put the shift in. We can track back.
We know what we're doing now. It's
clever ball. Solid tackle from Longello.
Work for each other. Good defensive setup. Be composed at the back. Put some good passes around. Look for space for each other. You'll get your dividends. Just keep on having shots on goal. That's it.
Yeah.
Nice little.
When you look at the chances that Yarmolenko didn't score.
Sorry.
I say when you look at the chances Yarmolenko didn't sure. He took that shot really well.
He did. Yeah.
Because he couldn't have had a lot of room.
Left foot though as well.
He didn't have the best of angles for replay, but because he's not Sky Sports. But he wouldn't have had a lot of aim to aim at with the defender closing him down and the angle he was at.
Yeah.
First time on his left foot. Hull have got a corner. I think it might be the first corner in the 94th minute. Whipped in.
Oh!
Header.
Radolf. Safe hands again.
I think he's given a foul anyway.
Oh, was he?
I'm assuming he's given a foul. So it's Randolph just put it on the floor 2 foot in front of the centre forward.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, he's given a foul.
Oh, yeah.
There's potentially 45 seconds left, maybe a minute longer. Depends how long he gives extra for the 2 goals. But
well.
Oh, here we go, Anton. You've joined the party. Well done. You joined it at 5-1, Anton. You joined it at 5-1.
It's been brilliant. Yeah, I'm going on the review. Matt or Alf, are any of you about for the review?
What time are you going on?
Just literally 5 minutes after.
Okay,
if you're going on straight after,
yeah.
I need to have a little drink because I've been getting too excited.
That's fine. I can. You go and take a break, Alf, and myself and Matt can do it if you want.
Okay, bro.
I'll let you finish off the show, and I'll see you. If you're watching live, come on to the review 5 minutes after this finishes.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Watch the review afterwards. Yes, please don't go away. I'll probably be.
And there it is.
That's it. That's it.
There it is.
Let's win 5-1. Oh, it's been emotional. What's it? 2 goals from Haller, 2 goals from Yarmolenko. Snodgrass
from Snoddy.
That's right, and Hull got 1. There we go. Look, they tried their best. A much better performance from Hull in the second half, I would say. Although
they gave it a go,
but we put another 3 past them. But they gave it a go. We played well. We played well. I think we've got a lot to be hopeful for. Yes, it is Hull. Yes, it's a cup game and all that sort of stuff. But I think overall we played well. Anyway, look, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Tell all your friends about Irons United. Lots of videos coming up. There's another video coming up very soon, right now, with Matt and Anton. I've been out. He's been Matt. Soon it'll be Anton. Up the hammers. Matt, what do you say?
Remember to like, share, subscribe.
Oh yeah, and all that kind of good stuff. You know the score, everybody.
So I dropped me on that yesterday. He dropped, and I was like, oh my god, what was I supposed to say?
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Sorry we haven't really, read out your comments.
It's been a long one, nearly 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but look, thanks very much. Up the hammers, that's all I can say. Great, I'm feeling happy. Right, over to you boys. Good night, Vienna. Ta-da.